Excellent, dude.
We had a
So,
3-hour interview with Satsuma, and then I ran to the bathroom quick, and now I'm here.
excellent. Now we're gonna have a 12-hour interview with you. Perfect, PogChampa.
Let's go!
You didn't know you're
Uh,
here for all eternity. You didn't know that, huh?
I figured, but I signed up anyway, just
Mm-hmm.
hoping I was wrong.
Mm-hmm. No, you hoped you were right. That's what it was.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, the vicious Satsuma went well. Learn about the greenskins, get all the video footage we needed and everything, man.
Yeah, it was great. He was a champ, a
Excellent.
pog champ.
Did you learn anything new about the greenskins that was unexpected, perhaps?
Night goblins have worse leadership than regular goblins, even though they're more elite.
Yeah, that's weird.
I didn't know that. They
That
do. They have
that's
43,
that's funky. How much do regular goblins have?
50.
Huh?
Yeah,
The
that
hell's
kind
up
of
with
upset
that,
me.
children?
I don't know. All right, how do I watch the same replays as you, good sir?
Um, pretty easily. I go like this, and then you
Ooh,
you
the
click
stream
on
button.
that. You click on that. That
All
would
right,
be how typically.
I'm watching. I see a campaign menu. I
Now, some people I've played games with people to just kind of like talk about basic strategy and stuff. We jumped into the replay interview process. Whatever you're feeling, we cater to the guest here. That's how my mama raised me, brother. You just want to do replays. You're feeling up to some games. You want to play games after replays.
probably game second. Let's look at some replays and get
Okay.
this get the ball rolling.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Now we've got. I don't know why Skaven. Well, look at this. 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's a little confusing. Where'd 7 get to? Down here. Okay. That's. Wow, that's fucked. Everything's fucked.
Everything's fucked.
Okay, you know what? 7? 7 seems to be the place to start because.
It's a good starting point.
Yeah, seven's a really good number, you know. Um, what does that say? Oh, the older version of the game. How many do I have from older versions?
Probably a lot.
2,
Oh, I fought Mr.
3,
Toyful in a
4,
faction war.
5. The 13th though? What? How is this from an older version of the game?
Sometimes that just happens.
Sometimes
Um,
it just says that, huh?
yeah, my friend sends me replays that it says that all the time, even though it's like stuff we played together.
All right, let's do this one. None of these are. Wait, maybe this one is. Let's.
831 might be, but
Yeah, I think that might be. We're gonna get it over with.
okay.
Mr. Twofull, Bruh Master. I sent a Skaven replay. Alrighty, Dino. We'll take a look ski doodle. Okay.
Okay, that's a lot to look at. Double Hell Pit versus Chaos.
I feel
I I feel like that's bad. Why do I feel like that's bad? Because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, and like I'm having a hard time coming up with things that can kill it. There's, like it's not like Chaos can spam archers, but like I feel like there's a reason I don't do this, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
okay.
I
We've
think
got
I think it just makes you too thin. I think your army sucks otherwise, and everything's gonna get routed off. And then it's like, yeah, at the end you'll have two hell pits fighting, but I think the rest of your army will just die, and then they'll get ground down by infantry. I think that's why I don't take it.
that makes sense to me. You certainly. So it's too thin. Obviously, we only have Skaven slaves and clan rats. That's all we've got, and we also have 4 poison wind globadiers on top of the double hell pit with a natty buboes. So really, really, really thin on the ground here. They don't have any sort of. Well, they've got, I mean, a little bit of rat ogres. Is that just one? Just one. How many rat ogres should you bring on Skaven, human boy?
Usually 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Because you need them to protect each flank. If your enemy has chariots, they're just gonna roll through, and Rat Ogre's the only thing that can stop it. You might say Hell Pits. Well, Hell Pits are too slow to get in the way, and also there's 3 chariot models and 1 Hell Pit, so it'll stop like 1. The other 2, if they keep clicking, it'll just force past you and get to your Poison Wind or guns.
There you go.
Um, Also, I'm a little. Someone in the chat, Zamune, mentioned Chosen. Poison Wind will take care of Chosen. They don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, well, we don't even worry about Chosen when,
Don't even worry
we're
about Chosen,
rats, dude.
Like they will see the Poison Wind and just immediately leave the game. It's some people think it's a bug. It's a feature. They'll just walk off the map.
It's a feature.
fine.
It's beautiful. So we've got 5, actually 3 Marauder Horsemen, 2 Marauder Horse Masters, 2 dogs, 5 Chaos Marauders,
Mhm.
2 Forsaken in the back, an Exalted Hero on the Manticore. Yeah, looks like. We've got Archaon, a Chaos Pharaoh Manticore, and some Chaos Spawn. So already it sounded like Human Boy was a little nervous about this Skaven. A little thin on the ground, he's saying. Let's
Yeah.
watch.
I like that. I like that Chaos build. It's pretty good. Forsaken are underappreciated in this matchup, in my opinion. They trade really well. High armor, so the only thing that can hurt them is Poison Wind, and they can usually last a couple volleys of it. I think it's more on the Chaos player to win this than it is on the Skaven to win this. If, you know, the Skaven build is a lot easier to play.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to get at.
Just protect your poison winds and GG, basically, right?
Yeah. Hell Pits will take care of themselves. They don't require a lot of micro. Yeah.
Skirmish
Siggy
Cav.
might be a problem.
It's Archaon.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said that, but I saw a Footlord running, and I'm like, it's Sigvald. That's
Automatically,
what it is.
yeah, right? Automatically. Kind of surprised Archaon's not on a horse as well, but that's how it is. Burning Head coming by a little early, but it worked.
Yeah. Ooh, and it's curving inwards, which is pretty good. It's gonna hit some
Yeah.
Poison Wind. That'll do okay damage. Not amazing, but you have routed off. Like, there's that big pocket that Chaos just needs to run straight into.
Yeah, right here. They
And it looks like they are.
They just got juice.
Yeah, Poison Wind's getting
Damn.
attacked. Not shut down just yet, but they only get 1 or 2 volleys off. Which Poison Wind is OP, but it needs at least like 4 volleys to get its value back.
This Chaos Spawn got pretty wrecked by the Giselles. That was pretty good.
Yeah. The problem with Chaos Spawn for Skaven is as long as they're unbreakable, so as long as there's one of them, they cause fear, and the fear, any leadership debuff is bad. Skaven don't have a lot to give.
I love the skirmishers here in the back.
Yeah, they're running stuff down.
That's beautiful. Things are gonna route into just axes of death.
Yeah, and you can see here, not to be too critical, I'm just trying to, like I said at the start of the replay, I felt like double Hell Pit was bad, but I couldn't formulate why. You can just see the Chaos player has so much agency because there's 2 very large objects it needs to avoid, but as long as it does that, it's fine. Or if you had more Rat Ogres, it's harder to keep track of, and the Skirmish Cav would play a little more safe. The Hell Pits, they're just like, all right, run over everything that's not a Hell Pit, we'll deal with it later.
There you go.
Giselles are down. Looks like 2 Poison Wind are down. 2 are secure. Skaven player is keeping that top flank very, very solid, and that is a good play. Like, let's not just flame them. They're also playing quite well. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
You
a
point out the
mixture of
good and you
Skaven
point out
styles.
the bad, for sure.
What's, is that full health
Pit
unit
fighters.
Forsaken down there?
Yes, it is. It's just standing there, unfortunately.
Yeah, once those get involved, that'll be tricky. A couple Poison Winds still online, though, so they can take care of it okay. Archaon's going after Skrulk. That's interesting.
With the Hell Pit coming in.
Yeah, Hell Pits are anti-large, but I mean, they still hit pretty hard if they can hit it all.
Yeah.
That bottom Hell Pit has been getting worked on by Skirmish Cav.
Yeah, they're
If
just...
he gets his too horrible to die proc, though, he won't care at all. He'll be totally fine.
Can't,
If he gets it.
That's a gamble. I feel like rats are gamblers, though.
They
I
really
think
are.
the Skaven would definitely be down to gamble.
We are filthy, filthy gamblers.
Yep, degenerates. Balance of
Oh.
Powers says chaos slightly.
Yeah, I think too horrible to die. Yes. There's a plague monk that's gonna disappear. I think that one near the trees. I think. I don't remember seeing a plague monk in the original build, so I have to assume that's a summon.
Oh, right here it certainly is. Yeah, I see them.
Eesh.
It's a summon. You can see their orangeness. Ooh, there you go. Manticore. Oh no, Exalted Hero on Skrulk though. I like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. The Hell Pit's actually messing up Archaon pretty bad. He's got to get out of there.
Yeah, he's getting whooped on.
Yesterday you lost a Hell Pit to an 800 HP foot Old Blood. Yeah, Hell Pits are weird when it comes to the foot characters. They just don't seem to connect very well. But that Exalted Hero wrecked Skrulk, and without him, Skaven Army's gonna collapse pretty quick.
Brutal. Hellpit just getting shot up. Archaon versus this single Hellpit. Archaon will probably enjoy that. I think he was fighting Skrulk and a Hellpit and some Plague Monks that got summoned and stuff, and I think that's why his health was so low.
See that second too horrible to die proc on the routing
Yeah,
one?
I did.
You goddamn right.
But that's army losses.
That is gonna be army losses.
Close even. Ouch. Ouch. That's brutal.
I think that's a little too harsh on the state of the battle, because the battle was going okay until Skrulk got sniped.
Looking at the value.
Yeah.
Bunch of zeros. Like a bunch of zeros. Look at all those zeros and like this on the Murph turf. I don't know if you're familiar with the way we do things. You see this value? That would be a 15. Okay? That's a 15. This that's a 0. That's a 2. That's almost a 3. You know, it's a 2. There's a 2. 1s and 2s and 2, 7. So we got 2 7s on these poison winds, but these ones got shut down so quickly. 5 on the Buboes, 6 on that ROR Rat Ogre, and a 6 and a 7.
Yeah.
No good value anywhere. Honestly, Skrulk had the best value, which makes sense, I suppose, because he was fighting Archaon.
Yeah, I like their weapons teams. The Hell Pits I would cut and just get better spread out the good. Would be what I say. It's too focused, too easy to avoid.
That makes sense. Would you bring Rat Ogres with this? Like you'd cut the Hell Pits. What are you gonna replace them with? 2 Rat Ogres and then some what?
I'd probably get 2 Rat Ogres and then upgrade a lot of Skaven slaves to either Clan Rats with spears or cut 1 Skaven slave and get an assassin with the rival hide, so that when the Exalted Heroes or Manticores dive on Skrulk, you can give them minus 40 melee attack and buy some time for Hell Pits to pop over and say hello. Because if the Hell Pits had got on top of those Exalted Heroes would have had a very bad time.
True.
But yeah, or just 1. Like I don't hate 1 in this matchup, but I think 2 is too much power in big avoidable units.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. The skirmish cab didn't care. They just shot it down. Let's see the value on that skirmish cab. 3, 2, 13, 9, and 6. Yeah, I mean, big value in here.
That hurts a lot.
Dog's not super impressive. 4, 5. I mean, Archaon going crazy. You like Archaon versus these rat boys? Or rather, do you hate them because you're a rat boy?
Archaon's one of the 3 good lords. Sigvald, Archaon, and Sarthoriel are all good for different reasons, which is why it's good to mix up what you bring.
Oh.
Because if you know what's coming, any of them are manageable by the Skaven, but you have to try to prepare for all 3, which can be tough, so it is good to switch it up. But Burning Head's nice.
Right, they'll burn you
For
in.
this player, if you're going to use a Hell Pit, one cool thing you can do with Manticore factions, this is Beastman, Norska, and Chaos. If you Leaper one-shot a Kiss a Manticore, it will almost guaranteed rampage it, and you can have the Hell Pit walking around the inside of your formation to stay level with him, and then it'll rampage into spears or Skaven slaves, and you can countercharge with the Hell Pit and like two-shot it. Um, that's a pretty fun way to just delete a Manticore from the game.
Yeah, that's brutal. And that's on Skrulk, the lever is?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Fantastic. Alright, let's get that. Get out of here. You
Uh,
sneaky little Skaven number 7 replay. All the way down there. I don't know what he was doing down there.
That
3.
replay seemed to work though, so that was
It
good.
certainly did, yeah. All of these are modern too, like, I mean modern, but you know what I mean. Current.
I got you.
Current.
Current the Cowardly Dog.
Croxigor Dundee. I love the name. I love the name. Versus Zero.
How do you feel about that name?
Zero or Croxigor Dundee, bud?
Croxford Dundee. I feel like you were a little vague about how you felt about it.
Honestly, it upsets me a little bit.
All right.
I think
can see
it's
that.
racist against Croxigors
Dundee.
because they're not crocodiles. Unlike the name kind of implies, they're men, lizard men, but they're men. Okay,
I got it.
that's messed up. So we got Luther, 2 Fellbats, some Carronades, a Gunnery White, Mortars, Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mobs, 2 Carronades and a Mortar, 2 Gunnery Mobs. The front is just regular deckhands. There's 3 of them. There's the Tide of Skjold. There's 5 deckhand mobs, just regulars, just hanging around. Some pole arms. Now I've always wondered how important is it to bring anti-large against a Skaven?
Not. It's just not.
It's just not.
All of our large units are low armor, so basic missile fire can take them out really easily. Usually don't even need to fight a Skaven monster in melee. And low armor again just means that anything with any poke damage at all will get through slightly. Now they don't suck. Like I'm not saying Skaven monsters are terrible. I'm just saying you don't usually need to dedicate resources to them. Anything will kind of do.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That's a good tip.
Yeah. Also, most of your lords are on foot, so.
That's true too, yeah. Scurvy Dog's just chilling in the back there. Now let's see. What do you think of this Skaven build? Some Skaven slaves, some spears. Ooh, a box? A box of clan rats? Several clan rat boxes instead of lines. Deathmaster Snickich with a Warlock Engineer and Assassin. We got some Giselles. More Skaven slave spears. More
Council Guard.
Giselles. Council Guard.
Fuck, it's a Council Guard.
2 Rat Ogres. And 2 Wolf Rats, both with poison. How do we feel about that?
This build's much more balanced. Snick's is good. He's quite good here. I think I take him or Grayseer.
You take Snickich or Grayseer?
Summons aren't particularly... Yeah. Summons aren't particularly useful in a lot of the undead matchups. Now, like, that's controversial. So hear me out. Like, of course they're good to block up the main engagement the first cast. But after that, the undead have so many leadership debuffs, and when you summon a clan rat, it's probably going to be surrounded, quote unquote, because, you know, if you're surrounding it in a completely isolated space, then why are you summoning it? And there's just so many leadership debuffs at the same time, it's probably going to terror out, like, as soon as it's done being summoned. So that's why I don't hate taking a Warlock Engineer with Howling Warp Gale and maybe Scorch. I don't know what spells they have on there, but it could be better just to get combat spells out rather than hope that your summons stick around long enough to actually keep you going.
Now, I have to do... I know there's some setting, I think, that I can make this, like, stay up. for me.
Yeah, I see. It's Warp Lightning and Howling Warp Gale. So that's a good
There,
combination
I
of
got to
spells.
it.
Wait, is that Crack's Call?
Crack's
Oh
Call.
fuck, that's Crack's Call. We have a Chad on our hands.
Crack's Call, Howling Warp Gale, with Warp Lightning as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean the Crack's Call is expensive and hard to hit, but it's a Chad move.
But it's a Chad move. So we have a multiplayer Chad. Do you know what the opposite of a multiplayer Chad is, by the way?
A single player simp.
Dude, you're very, very, very close. They're called campaign frogs.
Oh, campaign
Yeah.
frog.
But way to go. He knew. He just didn't know the terminology, chat. Everybody, round of applause. Absolutely. Way to go. Love it.
Thank you.
We
I'm trying my best.
love that. No,
Yeah.
you're succeeding. A dwarf main, says Zam. The opposite
It's
of a
a-
multiplayer chat is a dwarf main. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a good build though. It's a good build.
All right, we like the build. We like the build, boys. Now I've heard people say you always bring Council Guard. How do you feel about that?
Dude, fuck Council Guard. Don't break. Sorry, I did a swear. But dude, Council Guard, no. There's very few matchups in which case I think they're worth it. Most of the time, it's the Hell Pit thing from last game, where it's just they're really expensive. They're easy to avoid, and sure they'll be the last thing in the game, and people are like they don't break, haha. It's like yeah, but you know they're usually at the end of a losing game, just standing there. I don't know. Burning Head is common. Pendulum's common enough. Final Trans is common. Artillery, basic archers. Like there are so many things that hurt the Council Guard. I don't know. I don't like him, especially with the Chieftain being in the game. If you really desperately want Guardian, just get a Foot Chieftain with the -5 melee attack aura, and
Okay.
he's half the price. Gives an AOE debuff to melee attack and Guardian. That is some good
Nice.
hits on Luther.
Yeah, that was really good. The mortars. So, how often? Like, I'm just watching this, and I mean, honestly, I really have always wanted to learn Skaven, so I'm pretty excited right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited.
Good.
You've got your Warlock Jezzails. He's moving in front. This is something I actually struggle with in general. He's making space for his guns, right? Like this is good. This is always. This is only because it's versus someone else that has cannons and shit. What's going on here? Explain how to keep a weapons team safe.
If they're faster than you, you need to keep the distance between your support and your guns short. So if someone's running at 100 speed and you're running at 50 speed, but you have to travel half the distance, you'll get there at the same time.
Right.
Facing the Vampire Coast, all the Skaven player sees right now, you and I know there are dogs behind him, but he doesn't know that. All he sees right now are a bunch of very slow zombies, and he has 2 Wolf Rats and 2 Rat Ogres in reserve. So he knows that if anything happens, the Wolf Rats and Rat Ogres will get there first and can protect the guns. And in which case he wants to push out. Because then if his front line loses, he still has time to do something about it. So it's very faction dependent, and it's all about speed advantage. So the slower your opponent, the more space you want. The faster your opponent, they're going to cover that space faster than you, so you need to keep it tight.
I love it. That you guys, I think you can just apply that to guns in general.
Yeah.
So that's really good advice. That is definitely something that I personally have I struggle with. I want to use the Jezzails and stuff, and I keep letting them die. God damn.
It's tough to keep them alive. They're kind of squishy.
They are a bit squish.
I'm trying to look around here.
How's this matchup?
Skaven favored in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know. I personally like it. What is that cast?
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Hey, Crux Call!
Rex call, baby. Just destroying, crumbling this poor zombie pirate gunnery mob. Ouch. Felbat's
Indeed.
coming in, but the Skaven player really is on point with his targets, I feel.
Yeah.
Shooting and stuff.
Yeah, and he's gooned out the Vampire Caster in the center formation already. You can see it's half health.
Yeah, look at that. The assassin Deathmaster talking to him. He doesn't want to talk to them. He's gonna go hide in the bathroom. See if he can escape his bullies. Fun fact, that's actually where your bullies want you to go. There's no cameras, there's no nothing in bathrooms, guys. Don't do it.
Yeah. Go to the parking lot,
Go to the
preferably a
parking lot.
blind alley. Curl up behind a trash can and just
you go.
pray. That's the best place to hide from bullies, dude.
It sounds like a very Skaven thing to do.
Yeet. Luther got
Rats.
Howling Warp Guild. He needs to be shot right now.
Where's he at?
He's up in the sky. Ooh, but the dogs and bats did get on top of the
Yeah.
stuff, and the rat ogres are none the wiser.
They're just standing there. There they go, finally. Is this the Council Guard? It is the Council Guard back here. That's a lot of money, like you're saying. That's a lot of money just sitting in your back line. Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. And I mean, the Jezzails are offline now, so that's a bummer.
Now, thankfully for the Skaven player, the mortars and cannons have not been shooting the Council Guard. One of them, you can see something's just wandering up. I don't know what that is, but it's wandering towards the Skaven.
Oh, it's a Carronade.
Yeah. So if those were alive in the late game, they would Shrek the Council Guard, but that one is offering itself to the Horned Rat, thankfully.
Yeah. It's... Please take me!
What I'm guessing is it routed off something and didn't have guard mode on, so it's still targeting that thing.
Always put guard mode on, children.
Other than that, this is going pretty well for the Skaven. There's a big juicy blob of infantry coming up. If those Poison Wind mortars can come back, they would do a lot of work here.
More warp lightning. This poor Carronade, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's pretty tragic.
Assassin? Oh, damn. That Warlock Engineer just got smacked by, I think, this Carronade.
Yeah, he's not having a great time.
Luther.
He took the Warlock Engineer's Mortis Engine item. Remind me to talk about that later. There's too much going on right now.
Okay, we'll do.
So Luther dove in and he has taken out Snitch.
Yeah, absolutely crumping on him. He's got a little bit of support too, which is, you know, pretty good dive. Terror routes these slaves. And I mean, like, Skaven slave spears, the least scary spear you've ever heard of.
Yeah. But a spear's a spear, and
Spear
bodies
is
are
a
bodies.
spear. It's true.
I'm really worried that he's gonna snare down Luther in the middle of his own units and do a lot of damage to his own guys. Because the Deathmaster Sigil does an explosion of damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's dangerous to do it in your own dudes.
The Jezzails have come back online, and the Assassin's Trophy, and just everything getting focused on Luther.
Warlock Engineer shattered from the cannons.
No, little buddy.
Yeah. He's a cowardly person.
Yeah. As he should be.
One thing you can do here is Skaven, either on the advance or right now in the game, is
Yeah.
you have two Jezzails, right? I would put one on Luther, one on the Gunnery White, and then if he dodges with both all the time, he's not doing anything else with his micro, and also they're not shooting. Or if he dodges with one and forgets the other, you'll get free damage. Both of them targeting the same thing just allows him to dodge with one unit. And it's still tough, but it's harder if he has to dodge with two things.
I have heard too, people will try and like, and I mean, I don't, look at your thoughts on this one. If you have two units, like these two Jezzails, and you're shooting one thing, how easy is it, or how effective is it to attempt to stagger their fire? Like, so this
I've
one
never
shoots,
tried that.
then this one shoots. I've heard a couple people talking about that, saying it makes it just extremely hard to dodge and it'll get your damage in, but that it takes a decent amount of practice too. So
I've never tried.
yeah,
Good sir.
maybe you should file that one under your hat for a tip from me, my man. Okay, but yeah, honestly, personally, that's what I do. Force him to dodge, give that micro sync, and then shoot something else. 100%.
Micro is a finite resource.
Indeed it is, unless you're Falcon.
I mean, true.
Exactly. I was gonna be like, you can't, don't, you know, it's just how it is. I've tried, and it's quite good if your opponent is going to try and dodge. Jezzails do look like lasers. I love it. Requires fire at will off. Wei is saying it's good. Wei is saying that's the Schnickens, the Deathmaster Schnickens.
Is that XMT way?
Yeah, it sure is.
Damn. Celebrity. Other than that, I think we're watching a slow grind to death.
Yeah.
Snitch is about to hit Luther, and if he hits him once, it's over, which he just did.
No, Luther, why? Oh God, not like this.
Yes, like this. What team are you on?
Oh. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry. Yeah, go kill the undead things. Yes.
Yeah, if Snitch can hit that Gunnery White, it'll be over very quickly. But other than that, now the Council Guard can just grind everything down.
I mean, yeah. What would they have at the end there? Pretty good game though, not terrible. It's not like the best play I think for the Vampirates was certainly getting those dogs in the back and shutting off the guns for a little while. That was very important.
Yeah,
But
that was a pretty solid game.
Luther just kind of got eaten alive by all of the. I mean, that's just to heal everything, so you can get a 6. That's okay. Let's see. 1s and 2s, 2s, 4s, 5, 3. Almost a 5. They're trying. This got just spanked, unfortunately. Damn, look at that. 9? Loving it. And a 1. Combine them, though, and they paid for each other.
Jeez.
Really, the mortar only getting 4. Like, you would think they would want to shoot them Council Guard. I was kind of surprised that they didn't do that at all. And then this Carronade obviously walking up.
Yeah, the one that went for a walk.
How deadly are Carronades and cannons to a Skaven player?
In general, not. Because they trade very well against Plague Claw catapults and Warp Lightning cannons, because the crew's undead, so they're not going to break, and that's the main Skaven trick, is to break the cannon crews rather than break the cannons.
Oh.
But in this matchup, I would never take Warp Lightning and
because
catapults.
you know that, because they're undead.
Yeah. So you're trading into an artillery faction with more expensive artillery that will lose. And then against Jezzails, they can struggle to get enough damage before the Jezzails get in range. And then if the Jezzails get in range with like half health, they'll still probably win the cannon fight.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's
Now, if you bring a Grey Seer in this matchup and all the cannons shoot him and he doesn't dodge effectively because he's kind of slow, then it can be super deadly. But that's why I usually try to go with Snitch. Sometimes Grey Seer's nice, but it depends on the map. I'll take a Grey Seer on a map with like forest that I can hide him in.
So you definitely very much approve of good old Cruxy Gold Dundee here, like that, yeah? You like Deathmaster Snickage.
Yeah, and you can see why I like him.
I mean, yeah, he gets 29, 30 value basically, huge. The assassin's just there putting that debuff on it, and Deathmaster going nuts. I've honestly never really played Deathmaster. I just play Throt all day.
Deathmaster's fun. He's fragile. He's very fragile. You gotta be careful.
There's something you asked me to talk about. It was the Mortis engine effect on the Warlock Engineer.
Personal opinion, never take it on him. Mortis engines are good. That's great. That's lovely. His leadership and his combat stats are so terrible, he's probably gonna break before you'll get, I think it's like 250 gold it costs.
Wow, that's
so before you're gonna get, before you're gonna get that gold back, he's definitely gonna break and die. And also, your ideal caster, like the Plague Furnace is a furnace, so it's different. It's a single entity monster. It'll be okay. But like, you really don't want to throw your caster and one of your few heroes into combat to die just to get your Mortis engine value. It's like, it's forcing you to play, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, but it's forcing you to play aggressively with a passive unit in a way. where it's like, I mean,
Yep.
yeah, you can use him for a shitty Mortis engine, but you could also use him for snares and use him for Warp Lightning and use him for Scorch.
Yeah.
He's more useful to you alive, I promise.
And he did pretty well using his Winds of Magic in that match. But then obviously, like you said, he was just so close. And I'm not sure. Oh wait, it was the cannons. And when you're that close to a cannon, they're gonna hit you. It's just the accuracy when you're that close is just brutal.
Yeah. It's nice to have the money elsewhere. Other than that, this was a pretty solid build. I like it.
He likes it.
Scorch is low-key amazing. Scorch is high-key amazing, good sir.
Not a huge fan of the Council Guard. Not a huge fan of the Mortis engine. But everything else, Hoggy Woggy. Look at this. Wolf Rat Doggy, baby.
Yeah.
Alright.
The Council Guard, I don't... The Council Guard, the easiest way I can summarize them is I think they lower your skill ceiling by too much, where it's like, oh wow, this unit's so easy to use and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but if you spend that money elsewhere and use those units well, you will be way better than you ever could be with the Council Guard, in my opinion.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Strat game.
Strat game.
I've played Strat game a few times.
And you
Cool
might.
dude.
Yeah, Strat game's a nice guy. I appreciate.
Who is the Scumlord Umais? Who let him on your stream? Get him out of here.
Wait, what? Scumlord?
Yeah, he's RTK. It's a joke.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Scumlord?
Scumlord Umais.
Absolute Scumlord.
Oh, it's that build. This build has beaten me many times until I
Cannons.
learned how to deal with it.
Bolt throwies. Slays. He's just boxing up with Dwarf Great Weapons in the back. Dwarf Warriors in the front. Who do we have? We have a Thane, Thoric, and a Thane. And apparently this is familiar to those of that are on the red side. How do you feel about this matchup?
I hate it as the Skaven because it's favored for you, and no one argues that. Like, I'm not saying it's not favored for you, but if you lose it, you look like a joke, and if you win it, it's like, oh well, you won it, good job.
Yeah.
So I hate it. There's no winning scenario.
Yeah, I got you on that one. Absolutely.
Competitively, it's pretty easy. It's an easy matchup in most cases.
Triple Giselle, triple Death Runner, Deathmaster, and an Assassin. We've got some Pit Fighters of Hell deep, hiding in the woods there. Some Skaven Slavies, just some little Slavies. 2 Poison Winds, and the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers.
That's bold.
Yeah, and then we've got Plague Priest on a Plague Furnace.
This is a solid Skaven build for what you're facing. It's a lot of what you want. Death Runners are super good here. Poison Wind's super good. Giselles are super good. Umais is one of the most practiced dwarf players in this matchup alive, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this. Because the builds he brings are so specific. He's taking a bad matchup and he's shoving a crowbar in it. And he's turning into a coin flip in a way where it's like, if you're prepared for this, I am completely fucked. But if you're not, I can win. And he's treating that 50-50 coin flip as better odds than he has of winning this straight up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good way to play unfavorable matchups. I think that's a very wise thing. So, what makes this such a difficult thing to fight as a Skaven then?
The ROR Rocklobber has a leadership debuff. The Grudge Thrower, sorry. And as we mentioned before, Skaven have terrible leadership.
Of course.
So when you get hit by artillery, you take a debuff from getting hit by artillery.
Yep.
Then you take another one for that ROR. And then you're taking leadership damage just for taking a giant rock to the face. So he's counting on just cycle routing all your units. and kicking you off the field. Double cannons can snipe your heroes if they're not invisible, which I think we saw Deathmaster Snick, so he should be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But if your Lord gets sniped, you'll take a leadership debuff for that. Then all the debuffs I mentioned before, and pretty soon your whole army's just going to start running at full health.
Hey, Ark, how's it going, dude? So he's just do you feel that's like basically the most effective way to fight Skaven is just go after their leadership? Obviously, it's their biggest weakness.
Yes, if you can goon out their Lord, that is the best way to play. That or their weapons teams, and then just grind them down to dust. But their infantry and monsters aren't going to carry the game. They're just to try to stop you. It's like football, man. If you take out the quarterback or steal the ball, you're going to win.
Yeah, I meant like chain route them, their leadership, with the leadership debuff from the Grudge Thrower, and he's doing, is that...
Yeah. That is probably the best way to play this matchup. Now, he has variations of this build. I'm surprised he has no gyros, because the one that beat me a lot had 5 gyros as well, with steam cannons, just to be annoying, but the core is there, those things. And he won't tell me why the hell he's taking a bolt thrower. I don't know why he is.
He won't tell you.
I don't know what it's for.
That's pretty funny.
Like, the cannons and the grudge throwers are the things that do the most damage to me. The bolt thrower is just always there.
It's just there. Maybe he's taking it for style.
Maybe. Maybe it's good against the unit I don't usually take, so I don't notice it. I don't know.
The unit you don't usually take?
Maybe like Hell Pits or something? I don't know.
Hell Pits? Yeah, I could see it being good against Hell Pits. But aren't cannons good against Hell Pits? Damn, that really did just route them immediately, didn't it?
Yeah, and they have so much health left, yet they're routing.
That's
kind of
pretty intense. And I mean, the
so
more
that's Skaven
stuff
Slave
that doesn't make contact with you at the same time, just the easier it's going to be to defend in micro.
Yeah. So that Skaven Slave over there is 3/4 health, but it's already used one of its 2 routes. So
nasty.
And it can be pretty tough.
Death Runners, though, of course, nice and hidden, so it's got to be one of the reasons that they're so good. And they're armor piercing as well, I do believe, right? Yeah, they are.
Bolt thrower is a shield. It's getting shot by Giselles, but it doesn't actually do anything.
It's just a shield. That's what it is.
Please shoot the other ones. The other ones are actually hurting you, not the bolt thrower. Oh god.
Oh wow. The Giselles getting just destroyed as well. My goodness.
Their leadership, not their health. Their health's fine. And that's the worst part about this, is watching your units run before they should. If he saves those miners with blasting charges for the Death Runners, the Death Runners are going to have a terrible time.
Oh no.
Yeah. Is he going to turn and throw?
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
We're all excited. I love what's going on with this Thane down here, though. It's going to get absolutely dunked on.
Yeah. Deathmaster destroys him. Alright, blasting charges have got to throw onto those Death Runners.
Looks like they're
Mr.
turning.
Umaze.
And there they go. He's being a Skaven. He's being a Skaven dwarf.
Yes. That is good value, though.
That is good value.
They'll work. So it looks like some of these cannons are kind of getting compromised. It's hard to tell because there's so many dwarves running over them. It's hard to tell if any Skaven are actually on them.
2 cannons, 2 grudge throwers. They're nice and safe at the moment.
Yeah. So Giselles are still raining in. It looks like they've shattered off like the bolt thrower crew or whatever, but
yeah.
Oh, those are just dwarf warriors.
These are just dwarf warriors, yeah, but they got the bolt thrower, I do believe.
It's standing in the middle of the artillery formation. I think it's just its crew, though. I don't think it actually is on its piece. It's the super low health one.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely just the crew. Now, is this what you want to do on this as the Skaven? You just take these Giselles and just fire in onto the dwarf artillery.
If there's no gyrocopters, yeah.
Okay.
As we were talking about, probably skip the bolt thrower. Maybe it is just a distraction, that's why I put it on the very front. But you do want to counter fire the cannons. And what I meant by a coin flip matchup is that unless you have full Giselles and you're like ready for this, the cannons will actually outtrade you, as we can see is happening here.
It certainly
Uh,
is.
Giselles are running out of juice, and the cannons, I mean, there's still one cannon and there's 2 grudge throwers online.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Grudge throwers are running decently low on ammo, at least.
Snitch is still running around. Where's his assassin? Is he dead?
His assassin is right here. He's running away.
Okay, he's not
Got
dead, though.
caught up by Thoric and these warriors and stuff. The Thane.
Orc is a spooky boy.
Snicketch is here, talking to this goblobber.
The Skaven player managed to secure both their poison wind throwers, though, so I think they'll be okay going into the late game.
Yeah, extremely, just super strong. Why so strong? They're only 500. My goodness.
Don't take them from me. I know they're overpowered, but the rest of the Skaven roster is, I'd say like 90% of it is underpowered. So it kind of sucks we have to use this OPS unit to carry us over the finish line every game, but we do.
Yeah. Poison wins every build? Every build?
Yes, I don't have a single build that doesn't have any poison wind in it.
Poison wind every build, boys. Poor Thoric is just getting smashed by these Giselles.
Yeah, now he's getting gatted.
That's the thing about being a dwarf. Can you dodge? Ah, technically.
Technically.
You can go back and forth. You'll still die, though. Very, very healthy Plague Priest on that Plague Furnace as well. Now, I actually discovered not too long ago, I love Plague. How do you feel about Plague? Just the spell,
Okay.
straight up.
I get flamed about this all the time.
Yeah?
All the time. But I love Plague. Okay?
I love Plague.
It's not broken, it's not overpowered, but it is good. It's only 11 winds of magic, whereas a pestilent breath.
Uh-huh.
No, we're gonna test this. After this replay, I'm gonna show you why it's great.
Hell yes.
Plague is great.
I'm so glad that you agree, because I literally said Plague was great. I love Plague. I've used it a few times. And man, it just does work, you guys. Plague is great. Yes, yes, exactly, Zam.
Gosh darn right.
So we got 9s basically across the board on the Giselles. What about these cannons? I mean, the thing about out trading is you don't have to actually outvalue. You just have to kill the Giselle, and then you can start shooting at something else.
Yeah. I think Strat Game was just too on top of keeping his globes alive, and his snitch micro was really good. He played really well.
He did. He came in and destroyed this Thane at the very beginning. Literally no damage, no nothing, just dead. That's pretty hot. 11, 3, 3. I gotta try this little bucko.
Snitch, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's quickly turning into my favorite lord.
He's quickly becoming your favorite lord. My goodness.
Jeez.
First of all, it's all about the Sisters of Twilight, but that's okay. Second of all, right on. Right on. Okay. Alright.
I hosted a lobby.
Alright, let's see if I can discover it. Let's see if I have a brain. Are we friends on?
I see it on your screen, so I know you can see it.
Is it Pew Pew Poo Poo?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, I fucking got it. First guess. Oh, is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
I did 3, 2, 1, so no random would
3,
join.
2, 1. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, you did get it first guess.
First guess, boys.
All right.
Okay. Shall I
So
supply you with something?
Take 2 Forsaken, and then technically a Lord, but just the Forsaken are what we care about.
Okay, we're definitely gonna bring the most expensive Lord possible. Like, no, actually, we're gonna eat the sun with Kolek. You gotta eat the sun with Kolek.
The Sun Eater.
Alright. I'm so ready.
All my items. Alright, let's do this.
Here, you know what? A million per second.
Bajillion.
A bajillion. Amelia Badilia. Alright.
So the spell costs a little bit more money. I think it's like 50 more gold or something like that.
Yes.
Because it's a higher tier, but it
It
only
is.
costs 3 more mana. So for 3 more mana, you're going to get this difference in performance over a relatively short time in the large scheme of things. Okay, fight me, Forsaken.
We're coming.
Yeah, I need 11. I'm not even gonna overcast it. That's how little I need to make this spell good. Just a basic cast. The overcast does more armor piercing damage, but it already does a lot. So it doesn't need it.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to open them up. There we go. Open up, boys. There we go.
Alright, so Pestilent Breath for 8 Winds of Magic. And then Plague. So I did like a quarter of your health with that. Then Plague. It's only 3 Winds of Magic more. You're already down to half.
Damn, look at it go.
Now you're down to a third. You're close enough to breaking that I can just
Quarter.
side charge you.
Even less. Look at this. Look at that.
And if you look between your 2 Forsaken, the only difference was that spell, and one of them was 3 Winds of Magic more expensive.
Not only was the only difference that spell, ladies and gentlemen, but he cast this spell first. So these guys had slightly more, or these guys, the Forsaken, had slightly more time over here to just get everything they possibly could into these clan rats.
And now the dead. And now Kolek will die. Come here. I don't know if this one's gonna go in my favor at this point. I think I might have fucked up.
No, I think Kolek versus a Gracier of Plague is very Plague favored.
Oh, you're cheating. You have Forsaken behind me. That's how you're winning. Oh,
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh, you won. Damn.
Wow, I did it.
Damn. Human Boy is fucking good at this game, you guys.
So great.
Unbelievable.
What?
That-
Yeah, I do like Plague. I
That
don't
was
like in
great.
every matchup, every situation, but I do like it. It's pretty good.
Was it Strat Game versus me that you cast last time? Yeah, Zam, I did cast you in Strat Game last time. I sure did, buddy. Who flames you and why for liking Plague?
Basically anyone with the clan tag RTK.
Okay.
It's actually a meme within our clan, and for anyone who doesn't know, I am RTK. Where is this? It's a meme within our clan that I take Plague when no one else will, and they're like, it's an ongoing joke that if I'm playing a game and they're watching it, they're like, oh shit, he doesn't have Plague, he's gonna lose. But obviously they're saying that to hurt my feelings and not to actually support Plague.
They're just being mean.
As is their birthright.
So we just watched that one. We've
Hey.
got. Hey, it's me. It's me versus Scroot.
Do it. Everybody loves Scroot.
I'm
Everybody loves a good Scroot.
the beast. Everyone loves a good Scroot. Absolutely. He is the yeses. Now, first of all, we're going to just talk about this legendary player and his legendary build. This is all perfect, all the best possible things you could possibly ever do. It's absolute perfection. 4 Centaurs, 2 Chariots, 3 Ungor Spearmen with shields, 2 Ungor Herds, and Torox, you guys, with a Brace Shaman of the Wild, with Vile Tide and Brace Scream, I believe. God, it's perfect. Oh, and 2 doggies in the back over there and 1 doggy over here. And then just garbage. I have no idea. Gutter Runners, 2
What's the matchup?
poison, What's the matchup?
Oh, Beastmen. Gutter runners are. Yeah, people like them here. I don't, but that's definitely a play style thing. I acknowledge they are a good unit here.
Got it. All right, fair enough.
I'm just bad with them.
I feel that way about many units except for Sepulchral Stalkers. I think they're actual garbage. Absolute actual garbage.
You are a liar and a thief.
Skaven Slit, that's fine. You know, I know that the community's against me on that, and that doesn't bother me. I want to have one dissenting opinion anyways. That's very stylish. Poison Wind Mortars. An assassin with a Greyseer of Ruin on. Everybody always bringing the Plague Furnace? Is it that meta? Is it that important? Do you need Plague Furnaces?
The bell is not a plague furnace, sir. That is a common misconception.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The bell has a bound scorch. The plague furnace has more Engines. They actually are a little bit different. They're taking them on the bell because on foot they have like, I think it's like 15 less leadership, 90 less armor. No, they might. It might. Okay, I'm gonna look while you're in the game. I'm gonna pull up their stats, but I know it's like a significant leadership reduction. And then also you have the Unholy Clamor, which is the bell ability that gives your whole army. It gives your whole army leadership, which, as I can't make that clear enough, you need.
Yes.
And it gives you vigor, which, you know what happens when you run out of vigor? You get a leadership debuff.
My goodness. Do you also agree with me, if you look at it from this angle, shouldn't this shoot a laser?
That should probably shoot a laser.
It should probably shoot a laser. Look at this. Should shoot lasers. I'm just saying, that's my one criticism I have right now. So can a Greyseer also be on a Plague Furnace?
No, that's only the Plague Priest can.
Plague Priest on Plague Furnace, Greyseer on Bell.
Both Greyseers are on bells. All right, I have the stats.
He's got the
Greyseer
stats.
of Ruin has a leadership of 55.
Yes.
And when he's on his bell, he has 85. That is 30 leadership.
That is very big.
It's also 80 armor, some speed, and 2,000 health.
Wow.
Yes. So when you need to play Skaven like chess, like very fucked up chess. And if your king dies, you're probably going to lose. So if you can put 80 armor, double your king's health, and make him not a dirty, filthy coward, you do that.
Yeah, got it. Absolutely. Makes sense to me. Fucked up chess. That's how you play Skaven, you guys. You heard it here first. Okay.
It's not as mentally taxing as real chess. It's just...
I don't know. This game is pretty mentally taxing.
Have you ever played real chess with Ice Power Total War?
I have not played real chess with Ice Power Total War.
He makes you feel bad.
Makes you feel bad. Yeah, he'd probably beat me. I'm an okay chess player.
Yeah.
He'll beat me at chess and he'll beat me at Warhammer, so sadness all around.
Sadness all around.
However, I would beat him at Twilight Imperium, so GG.
I would beat him at Twilight Princess.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, some people didn't like that game. What's wrong with them?
I really quite like Twilight Princess, not gonna lie. Very good.
You're goddamn right.
Very good. I also love me some Breath of the Wild.
I have had a harder time keeping up with that one, but that's mostly because I'm busy and not because I have anything against the game.
Got it, yeah. 100% play it. Better than Twilight Princess, in my opinion. But, hold on. We got a gamer in the house. Really quickly, we gotta talk to him. Okay. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna level with you, human boy. Yes. Hubby, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Zelda, first of all, great series, right? I mean, we could agree on that, right?
Yeah, pretty subpar. Yeah.
Pretty subpar, pretty shitty. Twilight Princess, I absolutely loved. I think they really did a good job because of the motion controls that they had and everything. They were kind of limited at the time, and they kept it a little limited. I think with Skyward Sword, they went a little too far out of their reach. They didn't quite have the motion control down. And then with the Switch now, the motion control is able to do all the things that they were trying to do. And that, I think, is why it kind of does this little weird, funky dip in the middle with Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not as good, in my opinion. But the dungeons in Breath of the Wild, It leaves something to be desired. It really does. The temples. The temples.
Oh yeah, the temples aren't amazing. Whenever I go to one, I'm like, I really need the skill point, but I really don't want to go in here.
Yep.
But like, adventuring around the world's super good.
It's super. It's super good. I mean the temples that I'm talking about. Like the shrines are okay. Some of the shrines I thought were very fun. Some are a little frustrating. But the big lizard and the big camel and stuff.
Oh, I haven't gotten to any of those yet.
Yeah. When
Are
you
they
go in
bad?
there, all I'm gonna say they're not bad. They're just not the. They're not the temple. You go into the temple and it's like a challenge and there's some meat in there and you're like figuring shit out and I go in there, it takes like an hour and I'm out and I'm like, what the fuck? That's just me. That's just my opinion. So.
Do you ever? Okay, last thing, then we'll focus. Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, Majora. Pretty good. I like Majora. I like Ocarina.
I was too young for Ocarina, and then Majora's was right up my alley because I was turning like 9 or 10 when that came out, I think. So then I could play it with like enough cognitive function, but not enough responsibility in life that I had things to do.
There you go.
But some people really don't like Majora's Mask, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a weird mechanic with that time reset thing, but the time reset's really kind of entertaining because you can just like the amount of detail and the differences from the different timelines is very interesting. Like the aliens coming and invading that farm, and if you don't save them, they're like you go back to the farm after the aliens have arrived, and everyone's all like zombie mind controlled and stuff. I don't know, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. There was something really interesting about deciding to make a kids game where whenever you put on one of those masks, like you scream in absolute horror.
Horror.
I don't know
yeah.
if you remember that. Just
As
like
your body mutates into another creature. Yeah.
and you're like, this is cool. This is a good game.
It's a good game.
I love changing form and getting a horrific Link scream.
You got it. You've got to. Okay. All right, everybody. That it had to happen, you guys.
It had to.
It had to happen. Okay. This is a Warhammer stream, but we're gamers. Okay.
I like to think it's a community stream.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a community stream.
Did it for the people. Jeff the Jar is an old man, dude.
I'm an old man. I grew up playing the second one, The Adventures of Link. Dude, that's so pog though, Jeff. And you're
Jeff,
not an
that's
old
like 45%
man.
pog.
He is a mason jar, which is like the most ancient of jars, but still very reliable and sturdy. So
that Skaven slave has to get in front of that poison wind mortar like right now.
but it's not going to, I don't think. I don't remember. Or I'll just
Oh,
stop.
thank God.
I didn't
Thank
stop.
God they stopped. Torix is having a hard time making up his mind where he wants to go.
You know what? Murphalurf style, bud.
Oh, but if he gets on top of that Greyseer, he's gonna have a good day.
Gonk.
Oh, he did get Assassin's Trophy, so maybe that Greyseer will live.
It's good. Got dogs and Centaurs just chilling in the back. Some Skaven Slave Spears. Over here, the big problem I remember, these Rat Ogres. I shattered them. And I remember being kind of surprised. Rat Ogres are pretty delicate. I didn't
They're very
know.
delicate.
I didn't know they were that delicate, to be honest with you.
Well, we talked about it earlier when you asked if I needed anti-large or not. There's just so little armor that anything will do.
Mm-hmm.
They need homies.
They need homies.
They need homies. They're good units. I don't want to shit on them, but like
Yeah.
alone, they're pretty easy to kill.
The rats hate other rats, but they need other rats. It's a very strange, you know, dichotomy.
Life. Yeah.
More rat ogres. The rat ogres are just super important, I feel, especially against beastmen. I don't know if that's accurate, just because I have so many rush units and so much mass. It's like his whole formation is just completely destroyed, and the rat ogres not being put in the right places.
Yeah, you remember what we talked about earlier with you got to shorten the distance between you and what you're defending if your opponent's faster?
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing a lot of that right here.
Oh, absolutely. He rushed out to fight with me.
And you just walk past them.
And then I had a bunch of units go past him. I was able to kind of engage what I wanted to as well anyways because I was faster. Oh. And I think what you just said there actually, like, they always say mobility controls the pace of the game. But You know what? You can hamper that by having a very powerful ranged unit because they need to get on that ranged unit. So you
Yeah.
can defend it, and that's the way to kind of curtail their mobility a little bit. And that comes into play with the whole shorten the distance between you and everything. Okay. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling what you're putting down. Okay.
Yeah, and there are matchups where you really don't want to box, like anybody with Final Transmutation or
Uh-huh.
Vampire Counts, where they can summon a zombie, and if you're in a box formation, that zombie can block like 2 or 3 ranged units at the same time, so they're too close together.
Right.
But when your opponent's asset is mobility, you really don't want to play their game. So you need to shorten the distance, a lot, in my opinion.
Okay. Scroot, if you're out there, shorten the distance, bud.
Yes.
Beastman, you guys. So proud of
Moo,
myself.
moo, moo.
Moo. Moo, moo, moo.
Torx did good. I haven't figured out quite how to like really shut him down yet.
Shut down Torox.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think he feeds on tears. So if you cry like a lot, he'll get full and go away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I mean, I'll try. I'll try.
Human boy doesn't cry. Human boy much too tough. Yes, yes.
Big tough. Big mini tough. I think that was a good build. Like I said, I personally don't use Gunner Runners very much or
Uh-huh.
very well, but I know Vicious Satsuma does when he plays Skaven,
Okay.
and they work for him, so I'm not going to pretend they're a bad unit.
Right, yeah.
I think the build works. It just needs to be a little bit tighter in.
And when we played this, I remember saying live, just talking to him, I was like, this is the problem as far as I see. A 2, a 3, and a 2 on the Rat Ogres. And that was just... Once these were gone, he had nothing. And I mean, the dogs. One dog did 7, one dog did 1. And once this mobility was over, this was all mine. Oh, baby.
Uh, Zam asked, "What do you think about the Council Guard versus Beastmen?" That's one of the matchups they're good because Beastmen don't have Burning Head or um, Final Trans. They do have Flock of Doom, but that'll take a long time to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Traitorkin can be very, very good against the Council Guard, but like they don't usually take it here because normally,
Yeah.
you know,
Slowing down
it's
rats is kind of a weird concept there.
yeah. Council Guard's good here in this build. Good build, but the Skaven mobility can't contest the Beastman mobility, Chariots and Senegor's rule. Yeah, way I agree.
Chariots and
Uh,
Senegors.
the Rat Ogres, the easiest way to think about them is they're like not stone trolls at all, right? They're fragile. They do a lot of damage, but they need to be protected. Because even like Empire Knights, right? Those are what Rat Ogres are mostly used for in the Empire matchup. They destroy Empire Knights
Mm-hmm.
if the Empire Knights are attacking something else. If you catch them in an open field, I think the Empire Knights actually win that.
Yeah, if they are just in a vacuum and they charge each other, Empire Knights will win.
Yeah, and that's like
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of indicative of the whole thing. So here, the Rat Ogres tried to act independently and fight your Centaurs, and that just didn't go well for them because it's like, well, I have all this armor-piercing damage against not armored Centaurs, and they have a bunch of base weapon damage against my not armored Rat Ogre.
Yeah.
So you were kind of winning that, and then you also surrounded him, and it was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, they can't.
Okay, that makes sense. I think we've got another game of us doing the same matchup. It's a bit different here though.
Oh,
Doom
Deadly Bunnies would
Wheels.
be happy with the Doom Wheel.
The Doom Wheel. Red Ogres with shields when.
Rat Ogres with shields. I like to think there's one on each arm as it's running forward.
I brought the exact same build. This is identical. It's 4 Senegors, 2 Chariots, Torox, Bray Shaman of the Wild, the 3 Spears, the 2 Ungor Raiders, and the 3 dogs in the back. And this time we're featuring Warp Fire Throwers, a Doom Wheel, 2 Rat Ogres. We've got 1 Poison Wind? No, 2 Poison Winds. a warp grinder, a chieftain, double chief, with Skrulk. And we've got 4 Skaven slaves, 2 clan rats with spears, and the Blight Scabs, Plague Pack, Plague Monk, Sense Bear.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. I love how the community responds to like meme units, you guys. Everyone's just like, Chad move, let's fucking go, let's do it.
Yeah, I know 2 matchups that people don't think that they're a meme, but this is not one of them. Greenskins and vampire counts, they can be okay.
Greenskins and vampire counts.
Yeah, they do well against stone trolls, and then their ITP aura can help with VC, but I don't think they're great, I just think they're not literally a meme. Here they're a
Got
meme.
it. Yeah.
Also, the warp fire throwers are questionable.
Questionable, yeah. He definitely, because I was rotating and stuff, so he really blew my front line to pieces. And immediately I have lost 2 frontline units, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal. I believe warp fire throwers, everyone agrees that they're just garbage. We don't bring warp fire throwers. But I don't know, is that accurate? Don't do it? Warp fire throwers, don't do it?
Unfortunately, don't do it. I tried it so many times, there's no matchup in which they're actually better than their counterparts, mostly because of their line of fire problems, and they don't do enough burst damage, because they're going to get off 1 shot before they get compromised, as you can see happening right now, and they didn't do enough to make that a worthwhile time.
Yeah, they...
Also, sorry.
No, all they did was get my front line, which I don't even care about, so...
Yeah, one of the weird things with Skaven is you almost never run out of money before you run out of unit slots. So also, the thing is that it's taking up a unit slot that better units could be in.
Gotcha.
It's like, 550 gold, that sucks. But wait, one of my unit slots? Get the out of me! Stop it! Sorry. I get aggressive about this.
They're best when you have 5 to make a complete line. Then you can have 2 fire at 1 infantry unit to melt it. Way says, warp fire thrower is severely underrated.
Warp fire? Wait, is Mystery seriously underrated?
That's what he says. He says severely underrated.
Way!
Way.
Come on, man.
Get out of the way, Way.
Move, Way. Get out the way.
Get out the way, Way. Which is ironic because Way in Spanish means bitch.
Aw, that's funny.
Yeah. So if you're bilingual, that would still move, bitch, get out the way, which is beautiful.
Or move, way, get out the bitch, or move, bitch, get out the bitch. There's a lot of...
Move, bitch, get out the bitch.
It's just weird. It's a weird time to be alive.
Yeah, it is. It really, truly is.
As far as this game, I mean, the Beastmen broke the Skaven box pretty early on, and now summons are holding up the balance of power, but it's going to go to shit pretty quick.
Sure is, and what would you do? I actually don't think I saved the game where he beat me, unfortunately, so I feel dumb. But, what would you do versus Beastmen? How do you fight a rush on the Skaven? What is your stratagem? You already told me you want to be a little tighter because you want to decrease that distance that you have to move to make sure you protect a unit. What sort of things do you want protecting? You want clan rats, I believe, probably you're saying, because you need things that are spread the good. Spread the good. So I've got close the distance, spread the good. What other thing? I'm assuming poison wind globes.
Yeah,
But
a lot of them. I like it gets zap here because, as you and I were kind of talking about with the Luther thing, you can literally just target it on their caster and then forget about it for the rest of the game. And either that caster's going to die, or they're going to micro it so often that their charge won't be microed properly, and you can punish it instead of them getting a perfect surround off like they want to. And if it gets zap hits their caster, they can't cast a spell for 15 seconds. So if they ever like stop and try to drop a Manticore, you can cancel the summon.
Mark,
it makes your opponent work harder than you have to.
Thank you for the raid, Mark. We're playing Total War Warhammer 2 up in here. I know you guys are RTS fans if you're watching Mark the Champ. He calls me the champ, he's the champ. Don't believe him, he's the champ. We're in here, Human Boy Yes Yes is teaching us how to play Skaven. We're just watching a match. I'm fighting the Central Scrutinizer. And he just gave us some advice how to beat Beastmen. He says bring Ikik Zap Zap. Loves it because you can screw up their micro or kill their caster, which that makes a lot of sense. Either force their micro to just, as he said earlier, micro is a finite resource, so force them to expend it on a caster. Well, you just don't do anything because you just right click, that's all you did, and then tighten up your box a little bit, shorten that distance between the pieces that you are protecting, and spread your good units out. Don't just bring only crappy crap. Bring some good and spread it out so you can hold.
Yarr.
Yar. That'd be good advice, but this is the wrong voice for rats.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I feel like there could be a good pirate rat DLC.
That would be fucking sick, to be honest. I would take a pirate rat DLC for sure.
Because then, like Giselles are so close to being muskets anyway that you could just make them like standalone troops.
Look at this.
3,100 value on
Beautiful.
Torix the Brass Meme.
Look at these guys. Brass meme. Torix is fucking badass.
We love the memes.
We love the memes. We love the memes. Who doesn't love the memes, boys? Just tons of value over there on my troops. I definitely got some solid value. Let's delete this. Oh, is my autosave?
I pissed off so many people with the Brass Meme. Look at them go.
It's us. My autosave's us. And I think it was actually Scrutiny. And I'm freaking dumb. I should have said, no! Alright, now we can watch Strat Game?
Hey, it's Strat Game. Versus the Wood Elves. Oh, this is a shit matchup.
Yes, that's what I've heard. I've heard this is an absolute... Aguita? What the heck? Okay, alright, this is just... Let's go smash some rats, boys.
What's that build's troop count? I'm curious.
Let's find out. 332.
Alright, technically works. Oh, you didn't put any units behind him. It's just a frontal rush. The madman.
The madness, indeed. Sylvan Knights just getting shot by just a regular Warp Lightning. Here, hold on. Let's see what the build is really quick, huh? Sklavens. We just got Sklavens and Clan Rat Spears, and then shields. Both of them have shields, but these are spears and these are regulars, folks. Got Poison Wind Globies. What is... He keeps bringing this. This is the second one. What is this? Are these... What's going on? Fire damage? Okay, I mean, that makes sense against Wood Elves if they're going to bring Dryads, which might be good in this matchup. I honestly don't really know.
Dryads are fine here. They're fairly common, too.
Yeah.
Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers are nice because they're a bunch... get out your bingo cards, kid. They have more leadership than most things.
Got it.
So... if you have the gold, it's a decent upgrade just to get a unit that won't break as easily as the rest of your line.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like you said, get out your bingo cards. Gonna say that a few times. And Council Guard. Probably pretty good in this matchup, although the threat of being shot at range from the Wood Elves is rather intense.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? I'm actually thinking, I said they're probably pretty good, and then I'm actually thinking probably not. I'm thinking probably not.
The coin's turning up heads for them this time, though, because it's a Cav Rush, and they'll be excellent. But if it was a Deepwood Scout Kite, they would literally get 0 value before the game ended.
Literally get 0 value, yeah.
It's a 50-50.
All Cav for the Wood Elves? Yeah, it's all Cav except for this. Which, of course, it's a life caster. What else are you going to freaking bring when you just have all Cav? It's got some Doggos. Doggos actually do really surprisingly well against cavalry, I've always found. They're quite good. You would think dogs couldn't fight horses, but they can.
Wolf rats can, yeah, they do great.
Yeah. So
They do good work. One of my anti-wood elf builds to try to predict what they're gonna bring is just taking a whole bunch of dogs.
just a fucking bunch of dogs. I mean, they're good against cav. They're good against archers. That's all wood
Yeah.
elves have. There you go. That's an immediate win.
That is an immediate win. So you can see the wood elves are already getting into the thick of it, but the problem with
Yeah.
not deploying behind the Skaven is now all of their infantry can walk one direction and be helpful, rather than be stressed enough to cover 360 degrees. So the wood elves
Got it.
really should have deployed at least from two angles, but with one angle of attack, it's pretty easy to. Well, I don't want to say easy, but it's more doable to rally your defenses.
And I mean, all they really had is they did. Oh wait, they did have some poison wind mortars as well. So they had warp lightning cannons, but still, be a little patient and just kind of get that surround in. That's what Ice Power taught me when he fucked me on Skaven one time.
Well, yeah. Yeah, with a build this limited, I don't know if you even can get a full surround. I wouldn't have hated the Sisters of Thorn that are chilling back there. I wouldn't have hated if those were two Glade Riders with spears instead. Because, like, I know Sisters of Thorn are a weird hybrid cav, but why pay the money for the arrows if you know you're either going to win right away or not at all?
It's probably for the bound spells, is what he was thinking. That he would put Shield of Thorn down and get that 20% extra physical protection when he rushed in and slammed into everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Well, otherwise it's going pretty okay for the Wood Elves so far.
It is
like,
going
Skaven,
pretty okay. Yeah.
Skaven are doing okay too. Both sides. I mean,
Exactly.
the battle power is
Yeah.
pretty
The
even,
battle
but-
hasn't really been decided here. It's just kind of a good battle. Definitely get these the hell out of here. Make sure those don't come back. These Glade Riders. I really like the Skaven though, just because this Warp Lightning Cannon's still on, the Poison Winds are still on. We've got these Clan Rats, we've got Storm Vermin. Lots of just meat here still. And look how haggard all of the Wood Elf stuff is. Also, what the hell's going on over here? Why'd you even go over there?
She's fucked.
She's totally fucked. Some
Yeah, she
Clan
ain't making
Rats
it.
and some freaking ogres. Rat ogres hit hard.
They do. They
truly,
do.
Truly doodly.
That's why I don't think they're a bad unit. I know they're very squishy, but
Yeah.
man, do they hit.
Skaven really helped me with my cavalry micro because of rat ogres.
That's an interesting way to think about it, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, they because they're so squishy and they need support, and it just kind of is like, you know what? This is how cav's supposed to work in general, more or less. They're not, they're kind of all cavs kind of squishy. Most of it, at least, is pretty squishy, and it needs some support from time to time.
How is Orion as a lord? Is he a solid lord or a meme lord?
It's good. It's good.
Talking to most Wood Elf mains would say he is bad.
He has his moments.
He has his moments.
He has his moments. It depends on what you're doing. But if you are just looking to completely rush in, he's pretty good. If you're looking to just completely vanguard, he's not too bad. Thank you, Nidge, for the follow. Did I already say that? I kind of feel like I did.
I don't think you did.
But thank you.
Might as well say it again.
Yeah, right? Thank you, Nidge, for the follow. He's got some good bound spells. The problem is that they nerfed his healing, which is really sad. It was really sad that he nerfed his healing. But, things ebb and flow in this game quite a lot.
Yeah.
He's kind of fallen out of favor. I think he'll find his way back in, personally.
He will be great again.
But, I mean, it's all about Sisters of Twilight. It's all about Glady, too. Sisters of Twilight, Glady, and sometimes Durthu.
I wish Durthu was more meta. I love Durthu.
Durthu is very, very good. And I feel like there's a surprise meta in the game, you know what I mean? Where, like, he brings something unexpected and you can win. He's kind of in that zone. if they're not prepared for Durthu, Durthu is an absolute beast, and he can just completely carry a game.
I'm getting a little worried about how far away the Council Guard are going.
Yeah, they're kind of heading places, but... Wow. Oh, God. Oh, is that a summon? I assume that was a summon. They died so fast. I don't think I've ever seen a unit die like that. Here's Orion.
Orion's coming.
He's coming. He's a-coming.
At this point, I mean, Snitch is like full health. Plague Furnace is a really good leadership piece.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to break before the Council Guard get there and cover him.
What the hell would you even do as the Wood Elf player? I think you'd die is what you would do in this particular instance. Get back on that Warp Lightning Cannon too, baby! Yeah, hell yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's real bad for the Wood Elves.
That's really bad. The fact that that piece... Wow, Strike Game did a really good job keeping these guys around.
Can you play Durthu without the Warhammer 1 DLC? I don't think so.
No, you have to have Warhammer 1. If you don't have Warhammer 1, the only thing you can do on Wood Elves is... Sisters of Twilight's their only DLC, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if you just have Warhammer 2 and then that, I think you just get the Sisters.
You only get Sisters, and they're only on a Dragon. You can't even put them on a Great Eagle, which is really sad, because they're better on a Great Eagle.
It's so weird, but alright.
It's super fucking weird. You would think it's like, well, High Elves have Great Eagles. I have Great Eagles. Come on, give me the Great Eagle. But nope.
That's so fucking weird.
It's
It's
super
like,
weird.
I keep learning things about this game that just make me go, huh.
Yeah, right? Huh. It's
Did you
so...
ever hear about the...
What?
Sorry.
What's up?
Did you ever hear about the Pipes of Piebald?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, you're gonna learn something today.
Okay. This is a good game, though.
Yeah, it's still going. We haven't cast it for a while because we just say the same sentence over and over again. And the Wood Elves cycle charge.
And the Wood Elves are gonna cycle charge into the Wraths to try and break their leadership.
Leadership.
Leader.
They're running back in. I think that full health thing on the right is a summon. Yeah, there it goes.
It sure is.
Dude, I feel for Strat Game though. In this situation, he's like, "Come on, just fight me.
Fight
Come
me.
on."
Yeah, fight me, but absolutely not. I mean, technically they have to leave something in at this point in the regular rules that both Human Boy... I assume you always play with tournament rules no matter what. Is that what you do?
Yeah, because otherwise it's not good practice.
Exactly.
Even for battles, it's just like, why learn skills that won't help me where it counts?
Yep, exactly. I always play with tournament rules. I've been playing with tournament rules before I was playing in tournaments or casting tournaments or anything. I just always knew where I wanted to end up in the game, so...
Also, like, you could sum up a lot of tournament rules with just don't be a dingus, and I don't like playing like a dingus.
Exactly. You know, I feel like
that Plague Priest might die.
Council Guard against Super... Oh, there's army losses, though.
There's army losses.
Ooh. That came down pretty close in the end here. The Council Vermin, like you said, were pretty clutch, as a matter of fact, in this particular game because they're unbreakable. Oh my god, Orion, though. Orion's fucking unbreakable. Oh, no! He's close to his healing cap. Wow.
And Snitch again. A lot of him today.
Got him. Yeah, a lot of Snicks today. Why does everybody like him so much, Human Boy?
Because he's good.
Because he's good. Damn.
He has a snare.
Look at that.
See, that's a Mortis engine you want. One with high armor and high leadership.
Yeah, very good. 16 down there. 5 and 5 just about. 6. Oh, these poor doggos. They got 0. 13. Ooh.
Otherwise, I got the mage, probably.
That I was gonna say, that's the mage right there. You can always tell. I love how you can see in the end. You're like, this unit did this unit did that, and then of course These guys were shooting the hell out of these Lost Sylvan Knights, which just about paid for themselves. So still pretty good. The depressing thing about Skaven, 245 kills. Oh, 559 value.
Dude,
And then,
you like have the best day of your life though if you get like 200 something kills versus high elves, and you're like, I know that was value.
yeah, that's juice right there.
I don't have anything that can
Look at that.
juice my numbers.
Look at that, 170 getting the 16. Killing something valuable. Probably killing a bunch of the storm vermin and shit. Who knows exactly what they found. Alrighty, that was a good game though.
Yeah.
I did like.
So
that
go
one.
to a custom game. Don't start another one yet.
Okay. Yes.
All right, custom game, and then pick Skaven and blank out your army.
Okay, we're gonna pick Skaven, everybody. There they are.
All right, good. Grab the Plague Priest. He's the hero.
Yes. Where you at, bud? Plague Priest.
And now go to his items, and you're about to see the dumbest shit of your life. Pipes of Piebald.
Oh yeah, this is so weird.
Yeah, I made a video about it. For everybody in the chat who doesn't understand what I'm so upset about, that plus 95% charge speed is for your enemy, not for you.
This is so weird.
It's so weird. You almost give your enemy 100% bonus speed if they're charging you, which, if your Plague Priest routes, all that does is help infantry keep up with him, because 42 speed is actually a bit faster than most infantry until you double their speed.
Yeah, like
It's so dumb.
it's so.
I don't know why they changed it.
And a minus 10% charge bonus. Most things don't have a charge bonus that is that big. Anyways, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And the things that do, that ain't gonna do shit to them.
No, and the weird part is before the patch, not the patch that just came out, the one with the DLC, like the Beastman Blizzardman patch, like that one. This wasn't in the patch notes. It used to be -8, -8, and then they did all the rounding of like up to 10 and stuff. Well, they rounded the charge bonus debuff up to 10, but then the charge speed used to be a debuff, and then they made it a buff of 95. So it's not even a round number, which also pissed me off. And it's just like, what? What
used
is
to be
this
two
item?
debuffs, and now it's a huge buff and a slightly bigger debuff.
Yeah, it was -8% charge speed and -8% charge bonus.
That's maybe they fucked it up.
Yeah, and this wasn't in the patch notes. I just noticed it afterwards.
How bizarre. I didn't know it changed or anything like that. All I knew is I had seen that before, and I've stared at this item. I didn't know it was called Pipes of Piebald. I've definitely stared at it and just been like, what is the purpose of this item?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's some bizarre stuff.
I legitimately think it's the funniest item in the game, because I can't think of any other thing that you can opt not to take. That's even the thing, is one person proposed it to me that it's like, oh, maybe it's a debuff because this character's so good. It's like, you could just choose not to take it though.
Right. I did not rename this one, but I do remember this was a Skaven, and this is Way.
Hey, it's Way. All right.
So we have an extreme meta tryhard versus an extreme meme team.
Ark is Blind versus XMT Dream Team. Hey, it's my boy Queek. Oh, and he is so happy to see Sigvald. He's very happy to see Sigvald.
Queek nom nom nom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He destroys Sigvald.
Okay. Nobody plays Queek.
No, it's kind of a bit of a coin flip, Lord. You need to run into what you want to run into, and outside of his exact situation, he's pretty worthless. But Sigvald's exactly what he wants, so he'll do great.
He's got 5 Chaos Marauders, and this is just a fucking line. He's got Chaos Trolls. What the
Armored Trolls.
And Sigvald.
That's a pretty meta army.
That was pretty meta. So this is a very, very well described game for us. Extreme meta tryhard, absolutely. We've got the Rat Ogres. We've got... Doesn't even matter with a freaking build on the other side like the one that we just saw. We got Jezzails, Gutter Runners, and some Doggies. Skaven Slavos.
And
Sclaves.
trolls are pretty bad.
Yeah. They're only
think
good
Wade's
on
got this.
greenskins as far as I even know. Like, that's the only place you ever want to bring them.
Yeah,
Priest,
probably.
Warlock Engineer, and Queek.
I like the Plague Priest and Warlock Engineer combo. I think that's underutilized, where you take a summon and then you take an aerial net to deal with manticores, and
Yeah, let's...
that's pretty good.
What does he have?
Here's the summon. And his other one.
Yeah, so he's got
Celestial
Vermintide, and that's it.
Yep.
And then over here...
He's
Scorch.
got Scorch, which is good.
And Howling Warp Gale. Pretty much exactly what you were describing there.
Yeah, it's pretty ideal. Because you don't want to overinvest on mana that you can't spend, right? So, like, in most armies, the most spells you ever want is 3. Probably more typical to get 2.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Because you don't want to pay for stuff you're never going to use. But with the summons, if you use all 6 of your Clan Rat summons, you're probably looking at about having 20 mana left in the entire game.
Not much.
Yeah. And you want to use all the summons. It's the most cost-effective spell outside of undead matchups we already talked about. But in most matchups, your summons are the best spell you're ever going to get.
It says Fire Lord and 2 casters better than Cast Lord and 2 assassins.
Better than Caster Lord and 2 assassins?
Could be.
I could agree with that. I mean, it's matchup dependent, but in general, I would say that that's true.
Good summon just blocks up these trolls so they can be shot at by poison and Jezzails. Is joke, lol.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's as much of a joke as you meant it to be. It can be pretty good to have a diversity of spells. A Plague Priest does have magic damage and a Contaminate on his melee attack, so he lowers leadership. Assassins are very good, but only when you're getting rushed. I want to shut that down.
Trolls and Sigvald. Sigvald is right in here. He's smacking on this poor Warlock Engineer and the Plague Priest.
That's fine, as long as Queek can get on top of him.
Yeah, Queek's right here.
He's getting hit by trolls, though. And he's also hitting trolls, which is a problem. Queek's got to hit Sigvald.
Queek hit Sigvald, damn you. Wade realizes it, checks out.
I mean, he's winning so many other places, he doesn't have to sit and take that fight.
The Warlock Engineer's gonna scurry run. Flee,
Oh,
flee! Oh my god. Dwarf Gouger?
Yeah.
Oh,
Way
and
said he
trophy heads.
sent Queek in without debuffs the first time, so now he's going back in. But he can mess up Footlord pretty good.
That's insane! Holy crap! Sigvald's like the best Footlord in the game.
Not against the Queek lad.
Not against Queek. Queeky is sneaky. Damn. All the trolls just get routed off. Big bummer, big sad. Sigvald's gonna die, and once Sigvald dies, there you go.
Yeah. I actually want to test something now that I'm hanging out with someone who's not an AI.
Beep boop does not
Right.
compute.
Hey!
Ah,
You're not an AI.
damn it.
You knew this. How's this army not gotten army lost yet?
I'm honestly surprised myself. Like, literally everything is routing except for this one Chaos Troll. Wait, two Chaos Trolls. Let's go. Bringing it back. He's bringing it back. Are you kidding me? Way is absolutely fucking done. No way.
He can't do it.
He can
Way
defeat
can't
him.
win.
Yeah, this is absolutely over.
Plays fucked, dude.
He's screwed. Way, you should have brought a better army. You should have brought a meta army. You should have brought a good build. You shouldn't be just garbage at the game in general. Sorry, but
Yeah. Can't
Queek
confirm.
is awesome if the opponent doesn't run away, that is. That makes sense.
Perudo.
How fast is... He's 40. 40 speed's faster than a lot of Footlords.
Yeah, Skaven are actually pretty swift.
Close. It was close. Yeah, even from
behind,
behind.
Sig-
Yeah, he
Yeah.
absorbed it. Just absorbed that ammo. Sigvald's insane.
All right, get in the pew 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 poo 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 game after you
Alright.
do your values. Oh, it's over. That was a weird game.
Delete. Delete.
And all you have to take is Mr. Queek.
You just want me to take Queek.
Yeah. It's been a perpetual argument in Skaven discords that Queek beats Arthuriel,
Okay.
and I am strongly in the camp that he doesn't.
It's gonna happen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Skaven, what are we taking? Squeak, where you at, Squeaky boy? You can tell that I don't play a lot of Scavo. And I'm
Yeah,
assuming I need his items.
Take all this shit.
Yeah, take everything. I mean, he's got all the stuff. Okay.
Hey, Hammond, prostegma. Vulme.
What does prostigma mean?
It's from Age of Mythology, dude. Age of Mythology.
I've played a little bit of Age of Mythology. Definitely a lot more Age of Empires. Wololo.
2 or 3?
2, bro.
I didn't play much 2. I played a lot of 3. I have 2. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Go home. Get out of here. Goodbye.
Sorry, dude.
Exit stream. Sorry. It's over already, everybody. That's it.
So usually my problem with Queek in this matchup is that Arthuriel knocks him over a bunch, and I cause terror, and you're not immune to psychology.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Wololo.
Wololo.
Dude, yeah. It's from the first one even. When monks convert other units, they would just be like, Wololo. Classic. Such a good. Come here. No, hey. You're not allowed to run. You're not
I can run
allowed
for a bit. There we go.
Not allowed to run. According to my triangle, you are not a threat.
Oh, we'll see.
Jesus. I fell over.
Yep. You've been falling over for most of this thing.
I keep falling over.
Yep. That's why Queek unfortunately sucks.
I probably should have not used my stuff with the charge, because it wouldn't have fucking mattered. Look how much I'm falling down.
Falling down so often, my friend.
I just keep falling down.
Yeah, Queek's not having a great time. And his leadership's getting low enough. Oh, I almost terror-outed you, but you had Verminous Valor. Hey, he fell down again. That's exciting and new.
That very different. Yeah.
The also annoying thing about Queek versus Arthuriel is Arthuriel has more speed than you, so I could just opt to not take this fight, even if you were winning, which you're currently not.
Yeah.
Terror Route off, you snag. There we go.
There it goes.
Anyone out there who says Queek can beat Arthuriel?
Not in a vacuum, at the very least, boys and girls.
Yeah, I don't believe you. He's an unbreakable, terror-causing monster with Final Transmutation, which all 3 of those things are Queek's worst nightmare.
Final trans. Horned Rat, save him!
Yeah.
Jeff, I am now blue. Oh, you got converted because of the Wololo. That was fucking really good joke, dude. That was solid. That was really good, Jeff. Final trans. Oh, I already said that. Dabrdi? Chinese monks in Age of Mythology convert enemy myth units. Can we expect that in Cathay? I hope so. That would be Pog.
Yeah. No way. You actually bring up a good point in that this test I did with Murph is a little disingenuous because everything went right for me. And I did get very lucky, and Queek doesn't normally lose that badly. But my point is that is Queek's one job, and it's down to RNG if he wins it or not. So Arthuriel's job is casting Final Trans on your entire army and killing you, and he could do that anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, like, some people are just like, take Queek into the matchup. He's great. It's like, well, if they don't take Sigvald, he's gonna really struggle because Archeon, with Slayer of Kings up, whoops on him. Zarthoriel can just ignore him or apparently beat him. I didn't think it'd go that badly for him, but
That was
and he dumpsters Sigvald. Like we can all agree about that, but I'm just saying it's risky.
we have a game called Anal Fistula up. I just want everyone to know that. You know that America is awake. You know this because you get games like that. The Europeans, they don't do this.
Doesn't have a password, dude. I'm in.
Doesn't have a password. Let's fucking go.
It's a 2v2. A Lion Amongst Men, Marshall's Way, and Michael Pelishore.
If there were just 2 people in there, we should definitely go in there and just be like, we are noob. How play?
How play?
That,
I'm asking them where my fist is.
are you?
Yes.
He's in there trolling them, you guys. This man should not be an RTK. He needs to join Way in the XMT. I don't know what you're doing over there, bud.
Every clan needs a memer.
Every clan does need a memer. Are you the biggest memer? Are you the resident
In
RTK?
in RTK,
memer?
probably, yeah.
That's kind of beautiful.
In the Warhammer community, definitely not. But in RTK, I might be the memeiest.
All right, we got Skaven Slaves. We got 5 of these bad boys. We got an Ikit Claw up on his wheel, it looks like. Yeah, look at him. Dude, this is such, like, honestly, coolest model in the game. Changed my mind. It's so fucking
Doom wheels
cool.
are sick.
It's so cool. It's got these freaking lasers and shit, and it's got spikes everywhere, and it's just rolling, and the little dude that's in the back pumping it up so it can actually move. Are you kidding me? It's just the best. It's the fucking best. Okay, anyways. We got the Plague Priest on the Mortis Engine Plague freaking Furnace. Double Poison Globe. Every time, you always bring Poison Globes, okay? And Giselles. Do you always bring Giselles or just most of the time?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Okay. And there you go. That's what that is. And what are we facing over here? We're facing some Gronscons.
Oh, not the Gronscons.
Yeah, dude. Gobbies, Orc Boys, Night Gobbies, Orc Boys, Gobbies. Biggins. Do you know what these are called? You might read Forest Goblin Spider Rider, but that is not the way you pronounce this. It's Forest Goblin Spidey Rideys. Okay? That's what you say.
I like that.
That's how you say it. Azag the Slaughter up on his Wyvern. Orc Biggins. Durusty Errors. Orc Biggins. Like, these are like a must-have, practically. On the freaking green, this is so good. Shredding their armor, or whatever it's called. Lowering it. I don't remember. What's that effect called right now? I can't remember.
Armor sundering, yeah.
Sunder. There you go. Sunder, not shred. Goblin Rock Lobber with the Hammer of Gork. You got a hammer. Where's the Hammer of Mork? Does Mork feel left out, do you think? Squig Hoppers.
Mork's too busy playing with his own hammer, if you know what I mean.
Spidey Righties. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Oh, that's fair.
That's fair, yeah. Spidey Righties. Spooter Rooters. Yeah, Spooter Rooters is also an acceptable terminology for them.
Spooter Rooters.
I like Spidey Righties and Spode Roads, personally.
I like the central screw.
I love when I'm in the center and I'm being scrutinized by the scrutinizer that's in the center, the central one, if you will. I really enjoy that. Slade X has XMT covered, I think. Slade X is the most memey person in a meme clan. That's fucking amazing. Far side, we got Orc Boys and Goblins, just, slamming into some Skaven Slaves. It gets over here, though, with these Orc Boys. Now, I've heard Ikit is a meme. Is Ikit a meme?
Unfortunately, most of the time, yes. There are a few matchups that he's okay in, but it's like the Queek thing where it's like, yeah, he's okay, but there's also just better. Ikit's unfortunately a meme.
Unfortunately a meme.
Yeah, Doom Wheels just take too much damage. The Doom Wheels suffer from the fact that everything does a little bit of damage. And so if you have no armor piercing on your bow and arrow and you shoot, you won't do 0 damage. You'll do some. And Doom Wheels get caught up in infantry really easily, can't move out of the way, and then they'll get poked down, and there's no healing. So
I really wish they would take mass, and this is how I feel about mass. If it's really big, it should push everything out of the way. If it's kind of big, it should still push most things out of the way. I think that's just kind of a basic logic. I don't know about you guys. That's how I feel about it.
I don't want to gripe too much while we should be casting this game, but the quick version is I wish it was consistent, all right? Because, like, Grom the Paunch can push out of anything, and he's, like, medium big. But, like, a dragon gets stuck on zombies, and it's, like, big, and you're like, okay, so there's no... Size does not help me figure out if this thing's going to get stuck or not.
Absolutely. That doesn't make sense. So, we got the big ends. The Skaven, though, really doing a great job. Way is just hammering these poor greenskins.
Yeah, greenskins are having a bad time.
Really smashing this front line engagement. Force Goblin Spidey Righty Archers getting shattered. Poison Wind Globes, though, they're walking up a little close to these Orc Big Guns, I feel. They're going after, I'm assuming, the Rusty Errors. The Big Guns don't notice, though. I think that's so sad, because look at this juice.
That was pretty juicy right there, but...
Although they're going after the other ones. There you go. Yeah,
they'll get one. I think we can see from all these replays, though, is if all of the enemies are in the same cardinal direction, the Skaven are pretty happy about it. So if you're going to fight Skaven, always come in from at least 2 angles. We can see the greenskin player's doing it now, but he's taking so much damage before he got a flank off that it's tough.
That does make sense. Guns can only shoot one direction, ladies and gentlemen.
That's true. Also, if we go with the analogy of demented chess, it's a lot harder to play chess if the other guy comes in from behind your side of the chessboard.
That's true. That's starting to play 4D chess.
Yeah. And that's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's a big no-no.
Azhag, what's he gonna do? I wonder, is he been casting Spirit Leeches? Because that would be good.
I don't even know.
Mr. Claw is quite susceptible to Spirit Leech.
Ah, I see. Where is Mr. Claw? I do not...
Do you see me now, Mr. Claw? Mr. Claw?
There he is. He is definitely getting Spirit Leech. Yep. And right as I click on him, or rather hover over him, he gets one. So, very much so. The leeches of the spirit, they are occurring. Well, this looks very over for the greenskins, of course.
Bro, balance of power says it's fine.
The balance of power says it's fine, but I look at the battle personally. Like this a little bit. But you just look at all the green. Oh wait, they're greenskins. That means they're winning. Shit.
Yeah, I am infamously negative about the balance of power. It's full of crap.
It's drunk, yeah, it's drunk.
Alright, with Azhag routing, it should go into army losses.
Mm-hmm. That's the only time balance of power matters, is when you're gonna get army losses.
There you go. You don't see it a lot, but occasionally you see a game with unbreakable units that like army losses will kick in, but then the unbreakable unit will go on to win the game, and it's like, take that, army losses.
Yeah, right though? It's like, wait a second, how does that even work? If my unit was capable of winning the game, how did I get army losses in the first place?
Way likes to say balance of power. I don't know what that means.
Balance of power? I don't know what that means either, to be honest with you. Way?
Did he just get us to say a curse?
Can you show us Dewey?
Oh, hey, it was Tulkas.
Tulkas.
Oh, we love Tulkas.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but if you love him, I love him, buddy.
Oh, he's just a nice dude.
Tulkas, shout out to you being nice.
Beep, 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 Tulkas.
Beep,
I didn't even
beep.
notice that the extras triads were here.
Wow, did you see these Giselles? Oh boy. I mean, that's an Azhag right there, but...
They got some deeps.
Oh boy. It's a way Aristo described it to a non-troll post. In a non-troll post.
Oh.
I still don't follow, just because I don't understand what Belens means.
My brain big hurty.
Ouch, ouch, no, no. Think What think brain, not work.
Think brain no work bad.
Exactly. Exactly. He said the balance of power was so drunk it was the balance of power. Okay. Because army losses kicked in when he would have won. Fair?
Oracle Co. on the lookout for a new member. What kind of member? What are we talking about? What's happening?
Oracle, are you recruiting for us, bud? Are you recruiting out there?
What's happening? What's going on? I'm upset now.
Head Mantis, are you here, my dude? Head Mantis, are you here, my dude? It's Wednesday, my dude. It's not. It's not Wednesday. Way versus Merarchus. At Head Mantis.
Mararkish.
I kind of love that name, Head Mantis. I'm just imagining someone's got. They're like, this is my Head Mantis. It's just a fucking like, that fucking head works. It's fucking sweet. Mantises are cool as fuck, honestly. I hope Cathay gets a mantis. Be kick-ass.
I have your stream up and the Discord, because sometimes the Discord gets pixelated and I can look over your stream and get the shit in HD. But you're like 10 seconds behind, so I love when you're not making noise, but you were doing the mantis like actions, and it was just in silence.
That's fucking beautiful, to be honest with you.
Because I have the stream muted for obvious reasons.
Skaven, yes indeed. Skaven slaves, sclaves. I gotta get that in my head. They're called sclaves. That's what I'm gonna call them. Grey Seer of Ruin, Plague Priest. Look at these. We got a bell and we got a plague furnace. Let's just go in really quick. It's a common misconception. I just learned this today, but these are different things, okay, everybody? This is different.
Yeah.
The big difference is this is a ball, this is a bell. One of them is in front on, like, the contraption. The other one is riding the bell and cheering every time he gets up there with his crazy Skaven fangs.
Whee!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be up on top of the bell as well. So, okay.
Slave and Scaves.
Ickets, Zap Zaps. We've got some Sclaven Spears. We got the Council Guard. We got the Eshin Triads.
Why are the Council Guard here again? Wait, who are they fighting?
Clan Rats with Spears. We're gonna reveal that in just a moment.
God damn it.
Quadra Poisoned Wind Globies.
Oh, Vampire Counts? They're fine here.
Vampire Countos. Okay, we got
I don't take them, but I don't hate them.
We got 5 Cryptors. Skeleton Warriors, the Tithe, and all of the, no wait, do we only have 4 zombies? It looks like we only have 4 zombies. Skeleton Warriors, 4 of them?
I don't think this Vampire Counts build's gonna win.
Crypt Ghouls. It's kind of wild, isn't it? 2 Vargeist and Manfred von Karstein up on the Dorky Wargy. So, I'm a dwarf main. I need my pseudo Dragonback Slayers. That's what it is. Way's a dwarf main.
That's fine. I don't hate them in this matchup. There's nothing that'll really like delete them. I like to spread the love so my entire army doesn't crumble.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. That's a preference thing. Like, they're definitely not bad here.
Gaze of Nagash coming out real quick. Oh, it misses completely on the Grey Seer. Wow. That's big. That's big.
All missile spells targeting the Grey Seer, they target the rat flying around on the tip of that bell.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Pretty hard to hit.
Wow, this Ickit Zap Zap just dumpstering this poor Vargeist. These things are so accurate. Friggin' Warp Lightning Cannons, my goodness.
Pretty good. I like shooting the Vargeists. Shooting Manfred is also a good choice, as we mentioned before multiple times. Just putting Ickit Zaps up on the caster and then taking your hands off the keyboard is a pretty good way to put stress on your opponent. But the Vargeists are also a really good choice. They're very expensive, very fragile.
Yeah, very expensive and very... Look, there's only 6 and 10 left. That's insane. They've already killed 8 of these freaking things.
Yeah, now the crypt horrors are coming.
Here they come.
And again, we're mentioning the same thing over and over again, but all the enemies are attacking Skaven from the same side, and that makes them very happy rats.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Have some patience. Get surrounding the rats. These poor Vargeist, my goodness. Already looking at their healing cap, not even far from it. My goodness. Jesus. Oh. God, and they're just dropping like Vargeists.
I see what you did there. Well, Skaven lines are getting beat up quite a bit, as Skaven are wont to do, but...
I didn't like how he charged the Crypt Horrors, or rather the Crypt Ghouls, so far in front of everything else.
Oh no.
That wasn't, like, thrilling to me.
That big cluster's getting messed up, dude.
Yeah, it's getting absolutely destroyed by all these poison winds.
Oh no.
The Greyseer's Unholy Clamor going out. Vargeist over here. I don't know why the Vargeist, they dropped in on like summons back here, and they just were so stationary. They got absolutely destroyed by the Zap Zap while that was happening. That was not the play. Not the play. Head Mantis. Hey, Head Mantis being a creeper. I love it. I love it. Honestly, I haven't played Minecraft in a few years, but damn, that was a good game, boys. It really was.
Not enough blood and sex.
What you do is you make a bed, you get a girlfriend, and then you murder her and then sleep with her Okay, never mind. That was really dark.
I forget what reference it is, but there was something like the only good movies are movies with sex, blood, and violence.
Uh-huh.
And then I was making that reference, but Minecraft has tons of violence, so I was like, it's missing the other two.
Has tons of violence, yeah. And you tell me I'm evil for killing dogs. There is an entire video about you being evil because you kill dogs. It's true. Don't join AIMA. Convince Hammond to join LS, and then Hammond will tell you to join LS, and then there you go. You don't like Minecraft? That's because Minecraft is lame now, Dino. It used to be cool, dude. It's lame now, though. He's still in it. He's doing really good.
Which one? Skaven or Vampire counts?
Skaven. Not Skaven. Vampire. He's still in it. He's still in it.
Yeah.
Skaven definitely have the upper hand here, I feel.
More like the ooper duper hand.
Ooper duper hand. Oh my goodness.
I like that poison.
Surprisingly well on single entities.
Yes, I was gonna say I like it for that. That was a good volley because they still have missile damage. I mean,
how much missile damage do they have, anyways? 47.
Yeah.
Not bad. There's
good.
28 of them, and that's even after a few. I think there's 36 normally. Is that right?
Yeah. Also, Gaze and Nagash just missed again.
Completely missed on that Greyseer again. Wow. It sounds like don't target Greyseers with missile spells, you guys. Is that fair advice?
Not ones without good homing. I think fireballs hit most of the time, but even then, like, all right, fireballs hit most of the time. Good for you. It still doesn't do any damage because Greyseers are so armored, so just don't. It's not worth your mana.
Okay.
He should be targeting the Chieftain. The Chieftain on the Bonebreaker would take a ton of damage.
Well, he ended the game with some volleys on the poison winds, just killing Manfred. GG.
GG.
Greyseer's on foot though. Fireballs wrecked them. Who brings a Greyseer on foot though?
That is the better question. Is it
fully,
because
like,
are you winning
never
that game because you're fireballing Greyseer on foot? Or are you winning that game because he's on foot?
Yeah, exactly. Really good value on that hero core. Loved the value on the hero core. way. You got some losses for us too. You can't just cherry pick all your wins. You know, you gotta embarrass yourself a little bit. Look at this. This is the one they were shooting the blob in the center, and then I think they also shot at Manfred. Wow, look at that. 22 and 20, along with a 21 on the Chieftain and 13. So this is 73. 7,300. This is like their entire fucking army just right here. These 4 units.
Yeah.
And then if you include this, the 83, that is literally 3/4 of their army on 5 units. And that's why people don't like Skaven. I think Skaven are fucking awesome. I used to hate fighting them until I really, got decent at the game, learned to deal with them, and now I'm just kind of like, these little memey yes bastards, I love them. Just love them. And the saddest value of all, that would be a 0 on the Murph Turf scale of value. That is a 0.
One general thing about Skaven I could say while you load up the next replay is also you always, unlike other factions with Skaven, it's not about bringing only as many ranged assets as you can protect. It's about bringing one more than your enemy can kill. And it's like it's a weird way of thinking about it, but like if your opponent, if you take just one avalanche mortar and that's it, and then you have everything in the world to protect it, well, if your opponent just casts Spirit Leech on it like 2 times, it routes off, right? So as Skaven, all of your stuff, when protected, can do 5, 6, 7 times its value. But the problem is defending it when your faction has no air assets, you have no healing, you have low leadership. So you usually have to err on the side of taking more than you can protect and learning which ones to sacrifice, rather than playing like Dwarves or Empire or something where you actually are trying to keep everything alive. Skaven, you pick your battles.
Have a good day, Dino. That makes sense, and that's so Skaven-y. The flavor of that is so Skaven. It's like, well, you were too close to the battle or whatever, so you just die, even though you have the guns. It doesn't really matter. These guys are doing the thing. And then eventually they're like the chiefs, and then someone comes and assassinates them, and then the other one's the chief. And that's how it works, right?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What do we got here on Glacial Lake?
We have, first of all...
Oh, Lizardman. Gross.
What? They're dinosaurs that ride other dinosaurs.
I meant the matchups, gross. Lizardmen themselves, I like them. They were my first campaign.
Yeah, Lizardmen are very good against the Scovies. It used to be a Strug bus, I feel, but the more DLCs that have occurred have really just changed that quite a bit.
Alien Stalkers did make it very, very tough to keep anything from routing.
Yeah, serious, like, just... And I personally like to put them about... Well, I'm not sure you even can on this map, but,
I also like to put units off the map, Murph.
Well, I like to put them right here, if I can. This one tree right here, is actually really good to Vanguard by. Just so you know.
Alright.
You should try it. Don't knock it till you do. Okay, we got 2 Stegodons. We got a Nakai. A Nakai the Wanderer. Absolutely wandering around. Cohort of Sotek. I was playing with Scruton. He told me, he said, you know what? You get an unbreakable unit. Protect your freaking SEMs because of the way, combat works. It's super good to stick an unbreakable unit under your SEMs. And I'm like, that makes a fucking bunch of sense, you guys. That is good advice. Do that thing that I just said.
That's not good advice, dude. You want to know what is good advice?
What's that?
Leave your SEMs out in the open. Let them die, dude.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stick it right here so that these Giselles can shoot it.
Yes.
There you go.
Now you're speaking my language.
Look at this beautiful... Oh my god, I'm going crazy. Look at that. Look at this Poglodon.
Wow. That's a tongue.
Look at this pose. It's absolutely modeling for us, you guys. That is beautiful. Absolutely. Hell yeah, are you kidding me? No eyes, so you can be as ugly as you want. Tongue that can lick fucking 2 places on your body at once. Both orifices. You know what I'm saying, boys?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, get some. Get you a Poglodon, absolutely. There's actually a sexy story about a Poglodon on the YouTube. Go look it up, boys. Chad the Poglodon, the legend of Chad the Poglodon. YouTube/Murpler. Anyways, what do we got over here? We got, I mean, obviously we saw the 2 Giselles, Death Runners, Clan Rats with shields everywhere. Clan Rats with shields, spears also everywhere. Eshin Triads in the back. And Tretch Craventail. Now, is this, like, from what I understand, the Skaven basically, all their lords are fucking memes. Like, all of them. Who's not a meme?
Snitch, Gracier on a Bell, and Skrull. That's about it.
Throt's not good either, huh?
Not since the Brood Horror nerfs, no. I like him in the Norskin matchup, and that's it. He's not a meme, he's just not ideal.
Oh, okay.
Tretch, Queek, Master Assassin, the basic Warlord, the basic Warlock Engineer. Not Engineer, it's the Warlock Master, and Ikakla are all memes. They're just not, they're not very good.
That's a bummer. I like Throt just because I use his summon and on top of whatever very valuable large target they have. And then I crash in and I just do the creature killer and it just dies immediately. So
Creature killer.
yeah, it's fucking super good. Super duper duper good. It's literally the only lord that I ever use on Skaven. But I do need to branch out. I do need to. Alright. Gisele's just raining death on this skink chief. Really sad. What was... Oh, okay, I'm like, what was our caster? Skoracle. By the way, get everyone to start calling this properly. This is not a skink oracle. It's not an oracle. It is called a Skoracle. Okay?
Alright.
That's what that's called. Don't you agree with that?
That's... Yup.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It just
Alright,
is.
so the Skaven are just shooting some stuff.
Yeah, they're just shooting some stuff. Stegodon's firing in. I do like Stegodon's against Warplock Giselles. That is not a bad plan. They outrange them. They don't die even with they volleys get into them. They're pretty big, pretty tough. You gotta shoot them quite a bit for those to go down. You can heal them up with the Skoracle. You can just move them back. I think they're faster. 50 speed, yeah, versus 32 speed. For sure, you can just kite them. If that's really what you want to do. So... But Wei does get in range. We're just watching a gun battle, and the Skaven are definitely losing this one.
Wei, you are correct. The Warlord on a Brood Horror was meta before the nerf, but that's that last part of the sentence was pretty key.
Before the nerf, that's pretty key. It's true. I think Aggie Boy did go bye-bye Oracle. I think so. Streamcat? No, you can't, because you'll step on my bladder. No, no. I love you, but no. We're just gonna have to go AFK after this, because she's gonna do it. I can't stop her, ladies and gentlemen. She's too powerful, you guys.
This is happening.
This is first of all the quickest paced match I have ever seen in my life. And normally you would think that Skaven would love this, but these Stegodons are absolutely putting these poor Giselles into the dumps.
I disagree with shooting at the only target here that can dodge. You should probably be shooting back at the Stegodons that are doing so much damage to you.
Yeah.
At this point, I think the Skaven have lost enough models that they won't win the artillery duel.
No, I agree. At least the Stegodons are really running out of ammo.
Yeah.
It's like the only positive I can see out of what has occurred. Moving up. Moving up. This is slower than a Dawi mirror. True. True dat.
Also, while we were doing this, I tested the Chameleon Stalkers versus Warp Fire Throwers. The Warp Fire Throwers get off one volley and it does 1/10 of the Chameleon Stalkers damage. Sorry, health. Chameleon Stalkers throw their grenades and do half health off the Warp Fire Throwers, and then they finish it off in melee.
And then it's over, yeah. Warp Fire, or Warp Lock Jezzails, one is routing, the other is shattered.
Yeah, there are Chameleon Stalkers in the backfield, though that one's not coming back.
God, that's this. No, no, not like this.
It won't die alone.
It won't die alone, it's true.
Rip.
I was like, where'd those other stalkers go? There they are.
Fucking do. Skaven are in a bit of a pickle. Their guns are dead, and without that, I don't see anything that can really kill the dinosaurs very effectively. Contende? Skinks, yes. Chameleon Stalkers, no. Warfires will do okay against Skinks, because Skinks are really tightly packed. Contende, love to see you, buddy.
What's
I
up?
see the dinosaurs are charging in on the triads.
How's it going? It's current year, and it is the current year. That is an accurate statement. Yeah, dinosaurs charging on the triads, not the greatest thing, but they did have a lot of HP. Although the triads are pretty effective at doing some pain. Ooh, is that plague? That's plague right there. Nat.
Plague's in. I guess it's trying to hit those red-crested skinks. Not a lot of targets in the area.
Didn't really hit on top of them though. They weren't here. They were like here.
Yeah.
Not really
The
sure.
flag was a little deceptive.
Oh, yeah. I never look at the flags when I'm targeting things. Like, this flag's way over here. You wouldn't want to target the flag. They're all here. This is where the meat is.
Meat and Pototskis.
Meat and Pototskis for sure. Now, this Skoracle, what should it be shooting at? Because it shouldn't really get into melee necessarily.
It should just shoot Tretch.
It should just shoot Tretch, absolutely.
Whoever he is. Flock of Doom's coming in.
Yeah.
There's Tretch.
I mean, this is so over for these poor little Skavens. What should the Skaven have done?
Shot the Stegodons before they were all dead. Probably.
Shot the Stegodons and probably advanced a bit quicker than they did, huh?
Yeah, probably. Though I don't know. I don't think the build was optimal.
The build, I like, what were they gonna do? There's no poison wind mortars. What's up with that?
Tretch is a
Or
memer.
Globadiers, rather. There's no poison wind
Either.
Globadiers.
Either would have been good. Tretch's problem is that he has good anti-large, but he has no armor piercing to back it up. So in this matchup, he's just gonna fight dinosaurs that have like 160 armor, I think.
And here,
So.
I told you I couldn't stop the stream cat, you guys. She's too powerful.
Oh, Stream Kitty, hello!
Yes. Do you hear that? That's a rat. Big, scary rat that would probably be your friend.
Yeah, I have my own kitty. I have Ed.
Ed?
Ed.
This is
He's a good
Mamma.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Her name's Mama, but like, it has turned. It has morphed. She's the mother of two other cats that I have, but they don't come in here. They're bad kitties. They're not bad kitties. They're great. They're just pains in the ass.
Aww. Ed is Ed's name is, if we're talking about names just by what he gets called rather than his actual name, is either Mr. Butt or Moo Cow.
Mr. Butt or the cow?
Moo Cow. 'Cause
Moo cow. He's black
He's
and white.
white with black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Contende, I
Classic.
love that. Other than that, Tretch is perfect. Yeah. Other than being a foot lord with little armor piercing, yeah, he's fine.
Do you like the Eshin Triads here?
No.
No.
No. Why? They're 200 more gold than Poison Wind Globes, and the two builds you're going to see against you, well, three. Three builds you're going to see against you are this one, bunch of dinosaurs to kite you in a weird way. Triads are decent. They're not amazing. Decent.
Okay.
So there's that situation where they're decent. Then there's the Croxagore Rush, and they'll be bad there. And then there's the Skink Rush, which is very common since the DLC, and they'll be terrible there. So out of the three situations, you have terrible, bad, and okay.
That I don't like. Those odds, no thank you. Indeed.
They're not great odds.
So, decent value over on the lizard side. Kind of just wore him down through, attrition, just a grind. Once the Giselles were gone, it was pretty much over. Um,
It's our boy Crocscore Dundee.
it's our boy Crocs and Dundee, exactly. Good eye. I used me lizards, me skinks. I used me scoracle, and we just took it down. Took them rats down under. All right. Because if you notice, my cat was crawling on me, and I famously, you guys, have the smallest, I bet you, smallest bladder in the Total War community. Willing to bet, full blown. So I need to use that restroom really quick. I will return post haste, though.
All right, I'll fill.
Okay. It's Human Boy Yes Yes's stream, has been the whole time. All right.
What up, dude?
I'll be back, guys.
How's it going, chat? You vibing? Is that a Flying Taco alt account? I don't know. I don't know, dude. So I've seen Hammond, Way, Contende, its current year around here. Those are pretty well-known figures. Oracle, I don't know you. I hope to know you, but I don't. Mr. Doodles, hey, I've run into you a few times on ladder and shit. How's it going? You only came for me. It's current year. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks. I think Murph's been streaming for like 3 hours. I've been on it for 2. I had a green skin interview with Vicious Satsuma with questions from our community until now. So I've been going for 3 hours with him, 2 hours here, so 5 hours straight on streaming. So that's been pretty tight. And before that, I had meetings and shit. So it's been a day. Contende, I've been grinding out content. Well, thanks, dude. I've been feeling a little down, dude. Feeling a little down. Not like sick wise, like tournaments tournaments have not been getting a lot of signups, my dude. We are going backwards in terms of participation. Oracle, what's my stream name? It is Human Boy Yes Yes on YouTube. I am not on Twitch because I don't know. I just like YouTube. I enjoy all my content on YouTube, so therefore when I made a channel, I made it on YouTube. We plateaued on subs. We got to 272 and we are stuck there. It is the name of the stream, Oracle. Oh, that happens, dude. And you don't have a hot tub? Yeah, it's current year. You are also a YouTuber, if I am not mistaken.
He only came for Human Boy. I'm glad that I have Human Boy on here. That was a very clever move of mine, apparently. Because I mean, my content sucks. So what I have to do is get cleverer and more talented people on the stream in order to boost me up to that level. And that's just how it is. But the thing is, I'm smart enough to do that. Okay, I recognize the deficit, and I do it. Think about it.
You want to tell them the story of my recent videos that you influenced, let's say?
Yeah, I was thinking that we were gonna go over that at the end for sure. That's gonna be we're gonna take the spotlight and we are gonna shine it on Human Boy Yes Yes. And I was keeping that story in the pocket.
Spotlight aside, I love the story behind why that video happened.
I think it's a really good story, and I was literally sitting there, I was laughing my ass off. Absolutely laughing my ass off. That's a teaser trailer for the end of the stream. You gotta stick around to hear the story, boys.
How long do you stream usually, by the way?
I normally go 6 hours, but again, this is however long you are available for. Don't feel pressured to stay. I've had 4-hour guests. I've had 2-hour guests. It's up to you. It's open in the air. I've got 2 more replays. We could play some games afterwards, and then we can wrap it up, or we can start playing some games now, or we could wrap it up. How much longer are you?
I have not had any food in 9 hours, so let's do those last two replays. Get the. Also, we gotta watch Dino. Dino's been talking about his replay all the time, and I know he left, but maybe he'll watch like the VOD or something. So we gotta get Dino versus Jeff Norska versus M. I know I'm a Skaven dude, but Dino deserves this.
Dino deserves this. All right, I'm gonna go in. I'm going in.
Yeah,
we're gonna
so we
pull
could
it
do,
out.
like, a bunch of replays and then get on going.
Absolutely. If that's what you like, we are good with that. Dino versus Murph. Here's another Skaven game. Fucking, he sent me him beating me, little bastard.
How do I not eat for 9 hours? You not be able to do that? Well, I've been in. I had lunch, and then I had to walk the dog, and then I've been in meetings, and then the interview with Vicious Satsuma that I talked about. Now I'm here, so it's been. I've just been talking for 9 hours straight, and when you're talking, you can't shove food in your mouth hole.
That is. God, this guy that we have on here is a literal prophet. I can't. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
You have one food hole, and words also come out of it. You have to pick.
Mm-hmm.
The prophecy.
Absolutely. Like, are you kidding me? I can't even. Truer words have never been spoken. And that is just how it is. Alright, we
Murph,
got Dino's replay.
Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have an additional arm?
Breathe underwater, for sure. Not even a question. An additional arm? First of all, I'm assuming I'm just born with it, because I get one attached. Think about how freaking derp your arm would be. It'd be like if you slept on your arm, and you just wake up and all of the feeling is gone and you can't control the stupid thing. That would be how that arm is, because you're not used to it and your brain can't freaking have the motor control. Like, after a couple of years, I'm sure you'd be good. But breathing underwater, immediately you would just be like a complete and utter god. You'd just be going around being friends with seals and dolphins and shit, dude. Absolutely. One with the waves. Boom. No problem.
Though, like, I don't know. I do want to be able to breathe underwater, but at the same time, I am so scared of underwater things. Like, it's not. If you show me a picture of a shark, I'm not like, oh my god, it's a shark. It's like, when the concept of that shark could be underneath me, above me, or behind me at any time, that's when I get freaked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I'm a scuba diver, and when I'm on the surface floating around in my wetsuit, and you look down at the big blue thing, and you can't like see under the surface, I definitely every once in a while get just like chills from the fact that something could come up and eat me.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, that is extraordinarily rare, but it's still freaky. Like, it's definitely freaky. So
yeah.
Okay, we got Dino. We've got the Clan Rat front line. This is the first time we've seen Clan Rat front line instead of Skaven Slaves. He's kind of doing what you're saying. He's spreading the good. Mutant Rat Ogre with the ROR Ogres. Rat Ogres. He's got Warplock Jezzails. Poison Wind Globies. 1, 2, 3 of them. I like it. Throt. You can tell he learned from me, because I'm like, I always play Throt. That's who I play, so you can tell that I've been teaching him. Ikit Zap Zap. Clan Rats with Spears. And actually, this is very much a build that I would bring, pretty much. I would probably, to be honest, I don't think I would have the Mutant Rat Ogre. I'd probably have another Rat Ogre.
Yeah, the Mutant Rat Ogres can struggle because they don't have self-healing. Now, if you have Throt, you might be okay because you can use healing on it, but they struggle to get their value back. They're like one of those units in the game that is so close to being good, but the amount of stuff it needs to actually be good is just like, well, if it had slightly more AoE, and if it was tankier, and if it was better at 1v1, and if it was cheaper, and then you're like, oh, well, that's a lot of things.
It is a lot. That's a lot of things. That was a laundry list of improvements that you were looking for.
Yeah. It's just
5
one of those things that, like,
archers,
it feels it's almost good, but it just ends up not being good.
5 rangers, the Fireborn, some War Lions, a Silverhelm, Larry in the sky with diamonds, and another Silverhelm. Good eye, you guys are ninnies. You wouldn't like it in the wasteland that is Australia? I would though, because I'm from Adelaide. And Adelaideans can handle Australia just fine. Alright? Just saying. I'm just saying.
This high elf build has balls.
This high build does have balls. They're gonna just attempt to absolutely smash into that, which is the Scavo, and then shoot them. Let's watch.
The warp, like, this is an immediate red flag is the map you're on.
That the Warp Lightning Cannon shouldn't be here because what the hell are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't shoot anything.
Or at
you
the
can see
very
Skaven
least-
player immediately pulls back.
He should have been back here. But good job realizing that though, Dino. I love that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reaction.
I mean, it is. I think so. I'd take the extra arm, but only if I get 2 extra arms. That's starting to be tempting. 2 extra arms?
See, that's tempting, but that wasn't the question.
It wasn't the question.
Sir. You're cheating.
Yeah, you're cheating.
Yeah.
You're absolutely cheating. And I mean, honestly, you guys, underwater breathing, think about how much money you could make.
Yeah.
You make so much money if you could breathe underwater. How much money are you
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
make having an extra arm? People are just gonna look at you and like be like, "Oh, he's got a chest arm. How amazing! Too bad the freak show was 40 years ago. Not 40. That wasn't enough. 80 years ago. There we go. All right. Probably
Also
still
think about
wasn't
all the
even
dudes
enough.
you could blow.
Oh, that's
What?
so true. Think about all the dudes you could blow.
Dude, think about it. You go to the local swimming pool,
think
just
about
go around.
And just all day. And man, you know, I'm really glad that I picked that option. That's clearly the better option.
That was the better option. She thought it was
Absolutely.
40, but she's senile.
That's what it is. She's just like, back in my day.
So this is a mistake by the high elf player.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's just standing here. He has a rush build except for the archers. And everything is standing here. Move in. Move
He's
in.
attacking clan rats. Oh no.
This is adorable. It says friends. Friends routing. Aww.
Aw.
Did you know it said that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
I wonder if it says that for Skaven. That'd
That
be
is
funny.
so cute. Let's find out.
Like,
It does. They're friends.
wow. That's
Yeah,
not
right.
more friendly.
It's not. It should just be like worthless trash rats routing or like something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usurpers, potential usurpers routing. That's
So for those out there who care while we watch High Elves shoot Skaven for 3 hours, you have Skaven slaves and clan rats mixed in your army, right? Which one goes in front?
ooh, there you go. Which one goes in front, boys?
Skaven slaves, because they have a trait called expendable, meaning they don't give your allies the friends routing thing he was just hovering over. If your clan rats route, they give everything around it -5 leadership.
And you sure as hell don't want that.
Yeah. Now, clan rats are very good. It's just you want Skaven slaves first, because when they route, they won't hurt. If you have clan rats first, when they route, they'll lower your Skaven slaves leadership, making your secondary line worse.
There
So
you
always
go.
have slaves up front.
Always have slaves up front. Which, wow. Don't take that out of context, guys. Don't do it. Please don't get us
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Da, comrade. Hello.
So there was a nice little flank from the War Lions there. That was pretty cool.
Going legendary, okay campaign. Okay. The heck does that stand for, bucko? Oxy? Are you trying to say oxy? Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm gonna get smoked. You might. God, these Silverhelms just charging in completely on their own into clan rats with rat ogres right next to them. Poisoned winds everywhere.
This is a lot to take in.
Unfortunately, I mean, good job from Dino for moving back and giving himself the room to do this, the room for the High Elf to make all the mistakes that he's making, but this is just a High Elf mistake game, full blown. He's just making mistake after mistake after mistake.
A little bit. A little bit.
It's pretty much like, how do I want to let myself die? This way. Not good. I like that the rat ogres are at least just fighting something. They're summoned. You might as well fight them. Who cares? And then the mountain rat ogre's like, no thank you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm surprised that the balance of power is so even still. Like, these rangers, I guess, have finally gotten in here. The Giselles, Natty Boobo's completely out of ammo. These Warp Life Giselles completely out of ammo, which you love to see.
Love to see it.
You love to see it.
And the balance of power is like this could go either way, dude.
Yeah, right, the balance of power. This could go either way, guys.
Balance of power is kind of High Elf favored.
It actually is a little bit.
That is just the biggest horseshit I've ever seen.
It really is. Throt chasing them way too far. I agree. Come over here, Dino. Just jump on these archers. Just be a little brood horror. What are they going to do? Nothing? That's right, nothing. Poison Wind Globes doing their thing. These clan rats should definitely be moving forward. Protecting their guys 100%, but they're not going to, unfortunately. We're working on stuff with
shatter
Dino.
off some archers.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Big terror-causing, scary, freaking scaly-tailed rat. Lariel's very hurt. I'm surprised she hasn't healed herself very much. That's kind of interesting. She could dive in here, starve Avalorn herself.
No, dude, she's gonna fight Throt.
Oh my god.
Nah, dude, she's gonna fight him.
No.
Kick his ass.
Not like this. I mean, at least she's got support from the archers.
Nah, dude, kick his ass.
Kick his ass! Oh no, she's getting shot by Icket. Zap zap! Oh god.
Kick his ass.
Immediately the Star of Avalorn shuts off because the route comes.
If Icket Zap Zap could fire one more time, it'll kill her.
And it does, and it kills her.
Yeah, let's go.
My goodness. My goodness, this is just a slaughter. It's so sad.
The balance of power is like, maybe this game had got this.
Dude, like, really? It's just that ammo. They really need to tone down ammo balance of power, I think. They really do.
Yeah, also Throt's in trouble.
Throt is in trouble. He's just been sitting here. Is this the Fireborn? Oh, that's why the balance of power is like it. Yeah. This is what it is. Oh, wow, he's shattered.
That's Throt for you. But Poison Wind goes burr.
Poison Wind does go burr. But this is where all the Poison Wind ammo is, and it's about to get run the fuck over.
There's one more behind Icket Zap Zap.
Yeah, there's this.
He's doing okay. If he boxes up with his clan rats that are behind the line still, he'll be okay. Even Rat Ogre's trying to get involved. He will Terror Rod off some stuff, but the Fireborn can take care of him as easily as they took care of everything else. Yeah. Now that being said, I'm still very in the Skaven camp for this game. The balance of power once again is full of shit.
Yeah, it's drunk. It's completely drunk.
It's like the Fireborn at half health can kill this entire army, and I press X to doubt.
Press X to doubt. Yeah, especially if you just leave him here like this High Elf player has been historically doing. Just leaving stuff, man. This is an emotional roller coaster.
Poison Wind goes burr.
That's funny.
Also, Dino, you got to get those Poison Winds away from those. They're charging into the cav that just flanked rather than away. So when you watch this back, pull away from the units. I know what happened there. You clearly clicked on them because you wanted them to turn and shoot, but you don't have enough time. Just pull them away.
That's good advice, yeah, absolutely.
Hindsight 2020.
Hindsight, true story. Here come these Rat Ogre RORs. Everything is routing off from the High Elves, basically. And guess what? Balance of power getting even worse, because of the absolute might and destruction and awe and mystery that is the Fireborn Dragon Princess.
Are you having trouble breathing? Do your lungs hurt? Oh, go home.
This is... What's happening? Everything is dead!
Yeah, everything's dead.
Everything is dead!
Globes are gonna get shut down by that ranger unit on their side.
No!
That'll be the end of it.
Dino! Oh, no.
Globes probably, like, at the very end there, Globes probably could have thrown at the Dragon Princes and they would have routed off on their own. Rat Ogres could have cycle charged a bunch of Rangers off. Because the Dragon Princes smoked the Rat Ogres, as we saw.
Oh, they truly did.
But
oh, no.
it was decent. A lot of things to improve on that we saw.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting better and better, though. The beginning of the game was very well played from him. He was capitalizing on lots of mistakes. Unfortunately, it was pretty much Throt. Throt out alone, undefended, getting completely destroyed by the Fireborn. Of course, the regeneration effect on Throt, making you super duper vulnerable to Fireborn's fire damage, and Fireborn already hit like trucks on top of that, so... Oh, nasty nastiness. Mutant Rat Ogre. And these Giselles, they're not getting super huge values because their targeting, I'm not 100% sure, was on point that whole game. Shooting in Rangers, shooting in Archers, which aren't terrible targets, of course. But you'd love to see, I mean, the Silverhelms didn't get really great, but if they had existed when the Dragonborns were around, there you go.
Oh man, 3k value on the Fireborn. Good God.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's what it is, right there.
All right.
Carried that.
Well, that's
game.
upsetting.
It is. We really thought we were gonna see a Dino victory on that one. Okay, we got 2 more replays.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go.
Croxagore Dundee.
Hell yeah. Good eye, Croxagore Dundee here.
Playing with Shiratras. Did we watch this?
Wait, whoa. We watched this
whoa,
one. Whoa.
Murph, what are you doing here?
Whoa.
What kind of operation is this?
This is scuffed.
You sleep with my girlfriend?
Scuffed.
Wait, sorry, that's a different thing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's
my
no,
own. That's my own insecurities coming out. And I really
yeah, I mean, it's understandable because I am morally compromised. So.
And I am extremely unsatisfying.
Oh, that got me. That was fantastic.
There you go.
Okay. That got me. That was good.
As we do. What is with Croxagore Dundee running into Tretch Craventails?
I don't know. Yeah. Tretch Craventails.
What is going on?
He's just that's what he wants, it's what he needs.
Okay. I do like the Croxagores. Croxagores in this matchup are pretty fun.
Yeah, Croxagores are great.
I don't know if they're like technically the best thing, but when I play Skaven against Croxagores, they can be a handful.
I personally like to bring these guys and just help the Croxagores smash through the front. Or like get serious with the Vanguard and really bring them behind. This kind of side Vanguard action, I'm not really against it, but personally, I don't think that's optimal. That's for these guys. That's for the chameleon skinks just themselves, rather than wait, these are just skirmishers. Still, that's still for them. That's still what they do. We got a Skoracle, we got Croxies, we got Saurus Warriors with shields. We got Nakai again. Loves Nakai. Skink cohort, Feral Basti. There's the cohort of Sotek over there and some Saurus Warriors with shields. Kind of an interesting build. It doesn't have that much focus to me. Like, what does this build do? Right?
Yeah, I guess it just hits them hard. Oh, 3 warp lightning cannon shots coming in, and one of them hits it to miss. That could have been brutal.
That could have been brutal.
All right, what's the Skaven?
Skaven slaves, the Sclaves here. We got the Council Guard.
Fuck!
We got Clan Rats. We got Sclave Spears, Sclaven Spears, Sclaven Slingers, Wolf Rats, and some Rat Ogres, along with Warp Grinders, and It's an Ikit Zapzank. Avalanche Mortars, Death Globe Mortar, ROR. How do you feel about that piece? How do you feel about the Avalanche Mortars?
They're good. They're good.
They are good.
It's better than people give them credit for. That the one thing they
And a
suffer
Plague Priest.
from is what I talked about with that threat underload, I guess we'd call it. That Skaven can sometimes do as a mistake, where it's like, well, I have the Avalanche Mortars, so I'll just defend them, and then it's like, well, a Spirit Leech or a Flying Monster takes it out, and then you're fucked.
Yep.
But as part of a larger scheme, I think they're really good. They're undervalued.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've definitely had games where they really, really rocked my world, and I've had games where I got into them very easily, but that's more so because they couldn't protect them rather than that this piece is a bad tech, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, big damage on the Skoracle. Mantis says, I'd like to see him overload a flank with the Stalkers and Chameleon. Yeah, basically, I'd rather, like, they get serious, right? That's what I was saying. You know, they need to get serious on something. They need to do something instead of trying to be all over the place. I mean, it's not terrible. And as we're learning today, Skaven don't like multiple angles of attack. They like the big front rar. So we'll find out. Who's our lord? No, we already knew that. Nakai. And Larry is actually having an affair with Nakai. You can hear it when you click on her sometimes. She goes, Nakai! 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 It's true.
That was a deep cut, but I liked how it eventually got there. Yeah, look what's happening to those infantry in that front line with the purple mortars.
Getting stopped up, and then the Clan Rats are actually dying. No. Brutal damage upon the Saurus warriors.
Yeah.
Oh god, they're purple, they're mean, they're Avalanche Death Globe Mortars. That's how they do it.
Please, for the love of God, don't nuke your own Council Guard.
Oh god, is he?
Where are they?
They're right here. They are getting a little bit of the nuke.
Okay.
Nakai's in there, the Sohort is in there, these Croxagors are also in there.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's killing them. He's killing them. You guys, we hate to see this apparently, or at least Human Boy Yes Yes hates to see it.
God damn it!
Oh god. No!
They're already down to a third health.
Wow,
Oh,
they're
God.
getting absolutely destroyed. Miasma and Despair coming out, tanking their leadership, but that doesn't matter when they're unbreakable in the first place.
Chameleon Stalkers got onto the back line
The
too.
Chameleon Stalkers are great getting back lines. They're just so fucking good at it. If you get around the side, which he could have just been back. Oh, I guess not on this map. Could have been here in this corner though.
We've talked about this. If you could deploy units off the map, I would too.
Yeah. I mean, over here, this pyramid is actually extremely good to deploy on.
Oh yeah.
So, but there's a corner over here. You could have done that corner for sure.
Now dinos are in a bit of trouble. I actually agree with the balance of power on this one. They are struggling.
They have the big struggies. Plague Priest coming in. Nakai's very low. These Croxies are very low. The Sohort's very low. The Skoracle. I don't like how our friend Croxagor Dundee, love the name though again. Croxagor Dundee has been playing his Skoracles. He's been very aggressive. He's not shooting things like a Poglodon should. This Plague Priest could be dead. 100%. Look at all that ammo. It could easily be fucking dead. Trench could be dead. Probably both of them could be dead with the amount of time that has elapsed in this game. The amount of time he's been fighting in the front. The ability for his Skinky Skirms and everybody to get in the back and stop those guns. Like, easily. That's what Skoracles, that's what Poglodons in general do, you guys. Kill the single entities. They will die absurdly fast. Absurdly fast.
So I think we can all agree Crocscore Dundee is now banned from the stream.
He's banned from the stream for misusing
And from the stream.
Poglodons?
Yeah. If he sends you any donations or any subs, you have to immediately donate that money to charity.
To charity? Okay. Is it the Human Boy Yes Yes charity?
No.
No?
It's
No.
probably a distasteful charity, honestly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like Scientology, I guess.
Oh yeah, I do want to support Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
So-
Mission Impossible 7, Escaping Scientology. Why are you doing that? No! Stop it!
Yeah,
Stop it!
He's shooting at a single
God.
entity and killing his own freaking like
Why would you do that?
he just routed off 2 of his own units.
Oh,
That was
God.
not No. No, the
What is-
humanity or the rat manatee.
Oh god, that was. I mean, I don't think it's gonna change the course of this game, but
I don't think so either, but absolutely not what you're supposed to be doing. Look at all this other infantry that you could be shooting at.
yeah. Oh god, that was something else.
That was something else. I really didn't like his build. I didn't like Croxagor's build. I don't think he had the oomph to come in the front like he was thinking he would. He definitely had the ability to come in around the back. The skinky chameleons did very, very well, but I mean, Nakai's a meme. Everybody knows it. If he had Oxy, he'd have another like 1,000 gold to put down onto his front line. Saurus are way too slow at this point in the game in general. People have kind of figured out that speed is where it's at. You want all that speed. Oh, Head Mantis says he's just role-playing Skaven. Fair enough, that's true. He's
That
just,
is some Skaven.
he's just role-playing Skaven.
That's yeah, and Head Mantis pointed out another thing that I was gonna say is that like yes, I'm hard on the Council Guard, and some people watching this replay are gonna be like, but they were unbreakable and stood there in halberds and they were so good and that stuff. It's like, yeah, but your opponent can just opt to not fight them. Like,
Yeah, he needs to get his lord out of the council. Exactly. Yep.
yeah, Roxy Dundee decided Nakai was Chad enough to just sprint in there,
And just
and that's like that is a power play, that is a power move, but it's not ideal. Stop nuking your own units for the love of God!
he has
making me
to.
so mad.
He has to. It's finally over. It's finally over. We can spare you from the brutality of them shooting their own units.
How many of his own units? Like, I think I saw 6 units shatter because of the purple mortars on the Skaven side.
And they only got 13 because he was killing weak units on the Skaven side or Skaven side in general. Yeah, I do not like how this unit especially was used. Saurus are too slow to march up on Skaven. I don't think that's who you want to bring. The Croxagore did very well, but of course it did. A Croxagore's a good pick here. You would bring some more Skohorts, and get these Croxagores inside of them and just run up on these Skaven. That would be a good tactic for sure. The skirmishers are kind of a funky bring, but I'm not against it necessarily. How you feel about this rat?
The rat build's honestly pretty good. Can I see the Council Guard value?
Absolutely. Where are those boys at?
Top left. Yeah. So okay, this is the last thing, and then I'm done ranting about them. They got the ideal situation they wanted to be in, right? They still didn't pay for themselves.
And they only got 8. Yeah, they got 8. So.
I mean, I wouldn't take Tretch, obviously, but like, I like the idea. Some slingers to shoot at pterodons if they are around. More lightning cannon to shoot dinosaurs, and avalanche mortar to deal with.
21 on the
Infantry.
Akid Zap Zap. It's really good. 13 on these rat ogres.
If I ever find DJ, I need to tell him that the purple globes need to stop.
Yeah.
Once you get down to just single entities, just turn off Fire Will.
Yeah, they don't need to rain death on your own units and make the game harder for you to win. They just don't need to do that.
I'm sorry for screaming, chat.
No, don't be sorry. They needed to hear it.
Very upset.
They need to hear the suffering.
Alright.
All right.
Might be that time, dude.
It's that time. We gotta shine the spotlight on you though, really briefly.
Uh-oh.
We gotta do this, you guys. So my main man, Human Boy Yes here. You know what he did? He did something. He did a doodle. He did something a long time ago apparently. But it's available. It is a book, and he has a video on YouTube. He actually has 2 videos on YouTube that are hyping this book up. Really, 1 video on YouTube that hypes this book up. 1 video that very, let's just say, neutrally speaks about the book. And my friend here, he sent me, he's like, you know, actually I think I just watched it on my own, and I think I just started messaging you, and I just like I was dying, you guys. Both videos, you gotta watch both of them, to be honest with you, to get the full effect of what happened. And I was like, I wrote a book, and you know, it exists, and you could pick it up and help the channel. And you know what? It sounds very intriguing. It's about Valhalla and all this stuff, and people are killing other people, and they're absorbing their power and becoming living gods and shit, and it sounds fucking awesome. It really, really does.
Yeah.
And so I messaged my man here. I messaged him and I said, I think you need to hype this book up a little more. And so what did you do?
So then I made like a 1-minute version of the video where I was just like screaming at the camera, like just kind of roided out on cocaine, just like there's violence and murder and death, and like just this absolute bullshit funny video. Because I was like, it was half a joke for your sake to like, you know, this is the exact opposite. I don't even explain what the book is like at all. And
At all.
we just decided that it was good to have both, like the fireside chat of like, here's this book and here's why I think it'll improve your life, and how are you doing today, buddy? Do you want some tea? And then the other one's just a screaming madman.
Indeed.
We just put both up.
The way that he was screaming about those mortars is the hype about the book in that second video.
Yeah, that's actually pretty apt comparison.
And
I'm really bad at talking about myself, dude. You know, when you get on a video, you don't want to be like, listen, I'm the greatest shit there is. I know it, but here's why you should think it. I'm just like, well,
yep.
You know, if you want to check it out, that'd be nice. You know,
I was dying, you guys. I was absolutely dying. I thought it was hilarious. The book sounds great, though. It really does. You know, if you guys are interested in supporting our main man, Human Boy Yes, first of all, the easiest thing to do is go to YouTube and subscribe to his channel. It's not like subscribing here on Twitch. That's free. You can just subscribe, click the button, and there you go.
click the badooble.
Click the badooble. But I really appreciate you coming on, talking, hanging out with us. I had a really good time with you, my friend. And,
hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely would love to do more of the same in the future.
The future is a bright place.
And the future's a very bright place.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You, who even streams on Twitch? There's you, there's HW.
Yeah, me, HW, Lotus Moon's on here. And then we have like 50,000 campaign frogs.
That's too many campaign frogs, dude.
Yeah, like Lore Master of Sotek is on here.
That guy and I have a bone to pick, all right, with that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, I'm gonna start some shit on your stream right now.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Lore Master of Sotek is a poopy head.
Contende's on here too. Absolutely.
What up, Contende?
But he's a poopy head. Why is that?
He's a poopy head. Because 3 years ago,
yeah,
he said he was coming out with a Queek Head Taker lore video.
Yep.
And guess where we are 3 years later?
No Queek Head Taker lore?
No Queek Head Taker lore.
And
other than that, he's a fine gentleman. You should check out his content. But no Queek Head Taker lore.
I raided his channel one day, you guys, and I called Poglodons, which is their name, and he said he hates puns and that I needed to be banned. What a poopy head.
He's clearly a bad man.
Mm-hmm.
So don't check out his channel, Loremaster _ of _
Sotek. Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
if you see that, what you do is mistakenly click on it. Don't do it on purpose.
Don't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
All right. You, sir, have an excellent evening / night / afternoon.
Go eat some food, consume some sustenance, and restore thy ratty goodness, my friend.
Oh, I will.
Excellent. Excellent.